It's Friday, March 20th, and you know what that means, folks. We are live with the Bad Guy Maddox Twitch TV channel. I am Bad Guy Maddox, Twitch's #1 bad guy. And like I said, it's Friday night. So that means it is time for our first WWE 2K26 pay-per-view of the year. It's called Unified. 10 matches on the docket. My boy already hopping in, man. I got you on the toast, bro. I got you on the toast. Shout out to Junior Modest 71, homie, in the main event tonight. Congrats to you. Unified Combat. Let me get some music going real quick. Lion Cub already coming in with a sub. Winning 99. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Get this music integrated into here. Oh, here come the gifted subs. Gifted subs coming in, bro. Gifted subs. I feel like you're gonna try roasting me tonight. Why would I try roasting you tonight? Gotta start right. Gotta start off right. You know, I can't believe you made us wait 30 years for the show. Something like that. I don't know about, not quite 30 years, but yeah, pretty close. You're right. I'm sorry, man. Shame on me. I will never do that again. As a reminder, I probably will be gone for like a week or two on Combat. Combat League will probably vanish for like 2 weeks before I come back. What up, Godfather? Got my cruise. Leaving for my cruise Sunday. Don't come back until next Saturday. And then I think I have a day off and I got to go right back to work. So I don't know about Combat League that week. So I'm going to make sure that we have a lot to sink our teeth into. I'm really hoping the show is popping. I hope it's fun. Felix, what's going on? More gifted subs from the homie. Felix, how you doing, bro? I'm guessing you saw... I have not seen Setanta. No, I have not. I have no idea what he looks like this game. I thought Unified was dead on Twitch. Oof. No, it's alive. It's alive and kicking, man. And I'm glad that you're here, Skriz, a.k.a. Better Guy Maddox. What's going on, bro? Hop on BF6. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna get on there one of these days. Not anytime soon. Maybe I'll play tonight after the stream. Although I'm really craving some Taco Bell, dude. I want to order Taco Bell.
Someone get this man a pancake.
So it's the pay-per-view. No, the pay-per-view is on 2K26, but as I said, Unified Combat's a written pay-per-view. It's a written match, so that match is not taking place on 2K26, so I've not seen any attires. You know what? I did that this morning for the first time in about 6 months, Felix. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good, a little cooked. Let me get this shit typed in.
This man a pancake.
I mean, I literally did it and then got in bed and watched Industry and took my ass to sleep, dude. Yo, bro, just caught your stream. Can't stay long, so I dropped a follow. Oh, no, one of these guys that's gonna have to get the fucking banhammer here. Why? Come on, man. Come on, it's too early for this, dude. I'm tired. I just want to sleep. He's out. I was reading this thing. I was like, man, this guy. This long-ass message. Oh, he got suplexed, all right. I'm not jumping game from game this year. What? Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think you guys understand. I don't create CAWs, but I do belts and shit. I don't think you guys understand that it's when you guys say, hey, I need you to change this. I want it to look just like it did on the last game. Dude, I'm not loading up the last game to look and then go back to the other game. Have that stuff ready. We just got started. Batter Guy, your buddy got banned, man. That was your boy. He came in and said he knew you. He said he knew you, bro. He said y'all were cool.
Someone get this
So
man a
I'm really, that is your responsibility, my bro. I gotta get the chat bot up too. That's another thing I do miss about Xbox. I like that Xbox you could switch between two games. Like it didn't load. It was where you left off. So it was a little bit easier to bounce between the two games to know what templates and stuff I used. Can't do that on PS5. I can't believe that's not a feature on Sony. Get this loaded up here. Make sure this works. As always, guys. Nah, little Craig, we getting started, man. I'm making sure everyone gets in here first before we start the show. Make sure the commands do work. If you are not following on YouTube, all of our video on demand content is on YouTube. Give it a go. Check it out. You might find something you like. What else am I looking for? Anything else I've overlooked? Anything else I forgot to mention? We're bouncing between both games. I forgot to bring that up. 2 matches are taking place on 2K25. Our 2 2K25 matches are Haku Sakamoto versus Juice Robinson. And I want to say Myron Reed and Andrade. As far as the Commonwealth title goes, I didn't make a Commonwealth belt. I didn't really feel like it made much sense to make a belt for a title that I'm probably going to use only this one time in the game, because we're moving to 2K26 as soon as we can. So I found one on the CC Community Creations that, I don't know, I thought was pretty good. I mean, it's decent enough. It'll work for me. And then once I come back from my cruise, I'll probably spend some time actually designing the title that I want to put together. And I'm looking forward to that. You guys can hear my nephew. He's blood curling up there because he's bad. They come over and they just terrorize my life. Let's see here. He has this Band-Aid and he's really picky about. He doesn't want the Band-Aid. He doesn't want the Band-Aid on him, so he freaks out. I'm going to just check for Juice Robinson one more time, I guess. See if he's on here. I think Ray is going to retain. We'll see, dude. It's a new game, so you have to keep in mind there's no Juice Robinson. It's wild. It blows my mind that he's not on here yet. You have to keep in mind we might not have that same Phoenix, dude. However, I will say Phoenix's offense in this game is nasty. He has a really good offense. I don't know who I'm really expecting to win that match, to be real with you. I truly don't. I think that's probably one of the, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hang on, let me see what's going on up there. I'll be back. He is not happy. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. You know what? Cody, Saturn, and the Big Show. That's one to look forward to. I don't know. I kind of said my top 3. So Ruca, Beth Phoenix is my number 1. I'm really pumped for this match because the So Ruca in this game looks fucking good. It's a really good design. Katana's right. It's a 10-10 Chef's Kiss design. I'm also looking forward to CM Punk Ray Phoenix. I'm looking forward to Adam Page Open Femi. And I'm just kind of excited for the main event. It's a fun main event. Shit, what else do I want to go over before we get this show started tonight? We got pretty much everyone here that I like seeing in here. We obviously Katana not here, Wild Harpy not here yet. I am going to post one more thing on Discord. Yeah, I see your post, Spectrum. I don't think it's that important for this particular broadcast because without the visual aid. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. Posted. But I want to hear from you guys. What are we looking forward to? What outcomes are we expecting? I gotta know. Are we Team Rollins or are we Team Hart in this chat? Who are we wanting to win Unified Combat tonight? And of course, you already know what I'm gonna ask. Well, I'll wait until I'll probably ask this after, like, on our next stream. But like, I know there are a few of you who probably haven't seen have heard a written match, who have no idea what's about to happen. For the new people that are about to experience this for the first time, I definitely want your input. I want your input. I want to know if this is content that you like, if it's content you don't like. I know some people like Wild Harpy. I'm gonna be real. Wild Harpy does not like written matches. He does not like them. If it's not happening in the game, he does not care. Damn, he said fuck Seth Rollins. Lil Craig, Team Hart, okay, I see you. Junior Mata, Team Rollins. DS Gaming is torn. He's in between. Okay, that's fascinating. I gotta customize the whole show again. Has anyone noticed that if you set up a game, a card on this, even once you get the card set up, it changes the match layout? I can't quite figure that part out. I don't know why it does that. But it's very annoying. What up, Ozzer? How you doing, bro? It's like my least favorite thing about this game. And there's a lot of things I don't like about this game, so. So I gotta redo this. And it also resets all your match settings. It's so... How have they not, like... That's been a thing in every game. How have they not addressed that? Super Dog, what up, boy? So, like, if we get Seth in the world title match, we know Ray's reign of terror is continuing. So that's bad. But Seth is going to get embarrassed again. So that's good. I got to go. Bad Guy Maddox is live. Need to catch that stream. This fool is a... What is he talking about over here? This guy... Has this guy lost his mind? Should I be worried? This should be Anna Adams and Liv Morgan for some reason. It's not. So off topic, but just beat the RE2. Yeah, that game's great. I played the hell out of that, man. And I was really, and I was pumped for RE3 remake. I did not realize the game was that short. And I beat that game on PS1, and maybe I just sucked at games back then, or maybe I sucked a lot more. My critical thinking ability wasn't as good, which I'm sure is a for sure possibility. But I just remember thinking, like, I don't remember the PS1 version of that game being that short. But I mean, I have rose-tinted glasses on too, so there's that. Y'all know how much I love RE. Yeah, I want to get RE9, man. You've been putting me on. You're talking about it. You've been putting me on the game. I just gotta wait. I'm gonna wait for a sale. I've bought so many other games that I'm gonna wait. I don't wanna spend too much money. They're good. Resident Evil's good. My favorite is probably Code Veronica. It's probably my favorite Resident Evil. But I mean, they're all damn good, man. You can't go wrong with any of them. Junior Mod on a goddamn 20 damn day streaming streak. This guy is nerds. That's why we like Junior Mod, dude. Junior Mod is the homie. Junior Mod is the homie. All right, so folks, give me about 5 minutes. I have to put the show together again on 2K26, which I'm sure that means I'm gonna have to put it together again on. Well, I'm not worried about 2K25. Honestly, I'm not. I should have just had those two matches back to back. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. There are 5 matches. I'm forgetting a match. No, I'm not. This is 6, match 7. 2 matches, 8-9 on 2K25. Okay. So these are all the matches that are taking place on... I didn't realize this match was so high up the card. I'm okay with it. I guess that just speaks to how much I'm looking forward to this match. It's okay with me. But wow. Top 3 games you've ever played? That's a huge statement, dude. That's a huge statement. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really picky. Once I hear that a game is 10 hours long, and then I see the price point at $70, I'm thinking, yeah, I'll wait. And I know there's a lot of replayability, because there always is with Resident Evil games, but man, that's kind of like, I'm in this mindset where that's why I really enjoy JRPGs, because I feel like I get my money's worth. Oh, it did it again. It legit did it again. You have to edit the matches as they're happening. I don't get that. So, what the fuck? Why does it do that? That's like big. That's a big issue. If you are into customizing your universe. That's literally, I just did 10 minutes of work and then have to redo it. Why? Somebody answer my question. Why is this happening to me? That's fine where it's at. I don't have to worry about this one. You also, I don't think I'm going to get any RP this way in the future, so I'm going to be cheesing. It ain't easy being cheesy, dog, but I'm going to do it. It's what I signed up for. I've committed to the game. 2K hates me specifically, you're right. And that's okay, because the feeling is for sure mutual. It's for sure mutual. You shouldn't have to do this much work to play the game the way you want to. For a game that has all these sandbox options, you feel very limited in your control. I don't like that. It's always been that way. Okay, so I'm gonna mark in bold the matches that have to be on 2K25 so that I know what I need to do. 2K fucking sucks. I wish they lose the license. I don't know who would do a better job. That's the sad thing. And I'm not saying that like, I'm saying that like thinking out loud, like who would I rather have this? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. There we go. I'm glad I went back and changed that. No, they fixed that. So they actually fixed that shit, dude. They actually fixed that shit, and they should have. That shit, that had no reason to even be in the game, bro. Like, no RXP for custom matches. Like, what? What are we doing? I don't want to play My Rise. My Rise looks boring as fuck. No, thank you. Oh, this is not, oops. I'm glad man, I gotta pay attention. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to play it like I did the. I cannot stand My Rise this year. This year. You mean you only are just now having an issue with My Rise? I didn't like it any year. The first year that had it, I thought it was cool because it was nice to have a career mode in 2K. But I got very bored of that within a couple of hours. Like, okay, this sucks. Well, I'm not gonna say it sucks. More like, okay, let's play something else. Let's not. I don't want to play this anymore. All right, I gotta get one more match set, and then we should be okay. Woo! this sucked. If I have to do this again, I'm gonna probably just rampage. I shouldn't have to though, right? Because I already have everything set. It's like if you have a world championship match, if you've acknowledged that the world title is your main belt, it wants to basically start with that match, or it wants to make that match the main event, no matter what you designate. So, okay, folks, if you are ready for this show, if you are ready, I need you guys to get hyped. It's 5:17. The stream's already been live for 20 minutes. I don't want to make you guys wait much longer. What was your match of the week this week? Andrade versus Bandito. Match was awesome. That guy's great. Let's turn it up in chat. Turn it up. Make some noise because it is time for Combat League Unified, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this shit started. Got a lot to get into tonight. It's gonna be one of those nights that is either gonna be full of disaster moments because 2K26 is a buggy game, or fuck, we're gonna walk out of this thing and like, what a pay-per-view. And I'm hoping we walk away from this thing and like, oh my god, this pay-per-view is fucking great. It is time. The camera pans around the arena and it focuses on Esteban Harp. Who gets the proceedings underway. Waiting for it to load, folks. Please tell me it doesn't have loading issues either. Does universe mode crash? Oh, good. Thank God. Thank God. We are... Oh, wow, we're in Nashville, too. Okay. Okay, we in Nashville. I was just there. I'm with it. Welcome to Combat League Unified! And I'm switching to the big screen. I want to see this show in all its glory. For this match, absolutely. I'm moving the chat up top. Who y'all got in this main event? It is the World Championship match. We are starting with the World Championship as announced on social media. CM Punk, Rey Fenix starting things off tonight. 2 rings in this arena. You see the cage suspended up top. It is unified combat. What up, Kobe? And CM Punk, he has been all business. And I do believe Bret Hart had intentions on wanting Rey Fenix involved in that unified combat match tonight. But Punk, he wants Phoenix focused on this championship match. And look at Punk, man. I've never seen a look on his face like this one of determination. This arena singing along. So real quick, the Combat League World Championship, I'm gonna be real with y'all. That world title is gonna look the same in every game. The Winged Eagle title is my favorite design. So my world title, I always want to design it after the Winged Eagle title. It's not even really a design. I basically just did the Winged Eagle. The other belts, though, I hope you like them. I love this belt. In real life, it is my favorite belt design, so it is always going to have a home in Combat League. And we're sponsored by Project Hail Mary live in theaters. And man, that belt looks good, though. That belt does look good around the waist of Rey Fenix, dude. And I'm glad we have a Rey Fenix model in this game. The entrance is dope. I love this arena. I love the stage. This match is going to be hype. This match is going to be hype. And Phoenix, he has been on another level. Wait till you see the YouTube and Twitch TV titles. I'm serious. Those titles, I think, are so cold. Those are my favorite designs. The World Singles title, I really like. I just want to change the color on the globe, which I'm going to probably touch that up after the stream. But the Twitch and YouTube championships, I think, are primo. I love them. All right, so where are we at with this one? I don't even know if I'm going to do commentary. Like, seriously, that's kind of where I'm at with this match. I got it on the big screen. I got my chat right here, so you're going to see me look up reading the chat. Riot Spider already nervous. I don't know, man. I don't know. Phoenix has had such a good championship reign in Combat League that let's keep it going. But man, if there is I think this is probably his best opponent yet. And that is no disrespect to former Mint. It's no disrespect to Seth Rollins. No disrespect to Takayama. Punk has just been on another level in Combat League, man. He was in that. I mean, Phoenix is undefeated in tag and singles matches. He has never been pinned. He has never been submitted. If that happens tonight, that will be a first. It will be history making. Crowd is hot. The chat is hot. I'm pumped. I'm glad to be here, man. What a way to start my vacation. I love it. I'm nervous. I don't know about this match. I'm going to be real. This is not me speaking as commentator. This is me speaking as your Twitch host. I want Phoenix to retain. As a commentator, once I get into commentary mode, though, unbiased. I want Phoenix to retain, but I do have some really cool plans with CM Punk if he wins. These are the indie sliders. I posted them in Discord, so if you like how these matches play out, there is a link that the guy from Reddit supplied us with. I did not do AI tendencies. I was going to have Blizz mess with that stuff. And look at that. Oh, big clubbing blow from Punk to start. He saw Phoenix coming, and he's got Phoenix scouted. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. He has Phoenix scouted. He knows that Phoenix relies on the speed, and there's a collar elbow tie-up. And spinning back kick to the midsection. Now Phoenix immediately to the apron, and that's what you got to be careful of. Phoenix so fast. This man, the king of the ropes, as far as I can. Oh, and Punk's on the drop kick coming, but a kick. Phoenix counters. Phoenix pops up. No, Punk moves out of the way. The two men lock up. Looks like Punk suplex. Phoenix in the air. Wait a minute. Phoenix on his shoulders and goes right after the leg. That's one thing I like about the matches now. I don't like playing it. I don't like how often they reverse, but man, I think the reversals are beautiful in this game. I love the camera cuts. I'm sorry. It reminds me of New Japan. Phoenix with a 1 count. And now a Northern Light suplex from Punk. Punk chasing Phoenix out to the outside. And a jumping neck breaker from Phoenix. Remember Combat League? No, Kevin would do that thing where he would like zoom in, zoom out, like zoom in, zoom out. These are, I don't know. They remind me of, New Japan does really cool like turnbuckle cuts. Wow, uppercut from Punk on the outside. And remember Combat League 20-second count out. Plenty of time. Which, you know what? I've noticed that you don't really need 20 seconds. They are pretty good about getting back in the ring before the count out now. At least like the 5 or 6 matches I simmed. But I wanted to be safe. I feel like I didn't have a large enough sample size to confidently do 10 seconds. So I bumped everything to 20. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I trusted my gut. I did like 4 or 5 matches, and I was like, okay, they're coming back in at like the 4 count every time. This is cool. Punk top rope cross body to the outside. And Punk resting against the barricade. One up, former mint. Dude, you missed everything, bro. You missed the unified combat. You just got to the main event, dude. You got in here just in time, though. Spinning back fist from Punk. Wow, a double count out in 15 seconds? Holy shit. Now you got me nervous. And Phoenix back in the ring before the count. Nah, man, opening match. Welcome in, former mint. So glad to see you, bro. Glad to have you here, brother. Phoenix waistlock applied. Wait a minute. Phoenix on the shoulders of Punk. Hurricane Rana to the outside. On the outside. And Phoenix, man, no stranger to fights like this. We saw at Genesis that war with Takayama. And there's a Shining Wizard. Lighting Punk up. Oh, wow, Punk counter right hand. Oh, wait. And Punk trying to go for a strike. Phoenix rolling through, but Punk saw it. And now Punk, wait a minute. No, on the outside. My God. Set out. Inverted. Power driver. And Phoenix no-sold it. Phoenix wildly kicking Punk away, though. And another sledgehammer-like attack from Punk. They're gonna have to get back in the ring. And Phoenix breaking the count. Punk getting back in, breaking the count. And we're back in the ring, folks. And I don't know, I think that power driver on the outside, that might have changed the entire dynamic of this contest. Punk sees that dropping. Phoenix neck first in the rope, but my God, Phoenix kicks out at one. This guy is, what a champion. And wow, he messed that up. And Punk, I think, slipping on that rope. Punk slipping on the rope, he might have paid for it. Phoenix drop kick! That slip up from Punk might have just cost him the match. And now they're in the ring, exchanging strikes from between Punk and Phoenix. Punk blocks the right leg and just daring Phoenix to hit him, and a spinning kick to the midsection from Punk instead. And Punk utilizing mind games. I agree, Harris. For sure. I don't like that. The knee, we didn't get to see the knee to a running bulldog from Punk. Now Punk on the apron. I don't know what Punk's got planned here. Springboard. Clothesline. Phoenix moving out of the way. Goodness gracious. There's a clothesline from Phoenix. And a second to follow up. And he catches the kick from Punk and a sweep. Phoenix the champion. This is why Phoenix is champ. And I don't know if that's enough to put away a competitor like Punk, but go for the pin when you can. Shoulder up. Man. Dude, Punk again with that club. You know, I could never hit that in showcase mode. Every time I would hit it, I would time it too early. I'd miss. So annoying. This guy's hit it on command every time. Punk again misses that clothesline. And Phoenix, why does he do that? Phoenix springs up and Punk catches him on the shoulders. Go to sleep. It's just dropped the world champion. We're starting with the new champ, folks, 2 and 3. No! Phoenix, 2. The shoulders up. And Phoenix just handspringing and leaping right into a go to sleep. And I thought Punk again. Then Phoenix again saw it coming. Phoenix again saw it coming. And wait, Anaconda Vice now, center of the ring. Anaconda Vice locked in. No, Phoenix knees to the back of the head. Punk has got to stop hitting that springboard clothesline. He's paying for it every time. Phoenix, right hand. Wait a minute, Phoenix now top rope. What's he got planned? What the hell does Phoenix have planned? He's picking Punk up. What's he doing here? Butterfly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he just Pepsi plunged. He just dug in a seal Punk's his history. just digging into the archives, and Punk out at 2. My God, Phoenix with a Pepsi plunge. What a match. What an opener. And these fans on their feet. Punk missing the drop kick. No, Phoenix. Gonna say Phoenix gonna send him Punk into the turnbuckle. Punk instead. Now has Phoenix trapped in that turnbuckle. And again, all these men only allowed to fight in one of the rings. Men, again, use your imagination. 2 rings in the arena, folks. Only allowed to wrestle in one of the rings tonight. And the action's been, I mean, we're only 1 match in, folks. World Championship match, and they are bringing it. Phoenix, what a kick from Phoenix, goodness! Hitting the ropes for a little extra flourish there. Oh, wait a minute, muscle buster from Phoenix. Oh, wow! My God, leg hooked! That's gotta be it! 2! And Punk out! Punk out at 2! My God, what a match! Irish whip, Punk hits the ropes. Launching Punk into the air, but Punk back to his feet. Oh, Phoenix ducks under whatever that dive was from Punk. Irish whip, Punk reverses though. Punk sending Phoenix to the ropes here. Leapfrog, and what has he got planned? Oh, a drop kick! Oh, and that kick, man, that was a little stiff there. And I think Punk gonna try again. He's not had any success with this move. One more time. No, again, Phoenix scouts it! Phoenix scouts it again, and now Phoenix, look at him leap on those ropes. Catches Punk with the drop kick. I still think Takayama's up there, man. The story of this match has been Punk trying to match Phoenix in aerial offense, and it has not worked. He's deviating from the game plan, and he is paying for it. And that might cost him this championship match. Oh, wait a minute, Punk kicking Phoenix away. The lariat from Punk taking Phoenix off of his feet. And I think Punk, oh man, I think he smells blood in the water, folks. Blood in the water. And nope, Phoenix goes after the knee instead. What's up, Harpy? Chop from Punk. Forearm from Punk, doubles Phoenix over. Mongolian chops. Double underhooks, Punk dragging Phoenix to the center of the ring. Oh, the Tiger backbreaker. Butterfly backbreaker. Punk top rope. Misses the knee again. He is paying for all of this offense. And every time Phoenix rolls, he finds that rope, hits his mark. Both Punk and Phoenix, oh, they might be worse for the wear. Both men out. Phoenix slowly, though, getting back to his feet. I think these men spent. Combinations from Phoenix. Snap suplex, beautiful, gets Punk over. Phoenix in the corner, I don't know what he's got planned here. Hits the ropes, does Phoenix. Rolls through again. Oh, capoeira kick. No, Punk catches it and trips Phoenix up. What a contest. And Bill clotheslines after clotheslines. Just beating Phoenix, and now back suplex. And Punk, man, that could be it. I don't know. The pace they've been going. Punk has done it. Punk has beat Ray Phoenix. He has snapped the streak. We have a new Combat League World Champion. And that is the beginning of the broadcast. Come on, man. As much as they did in this match, you have an issue with that pinfall, a sit-out power driver on the outside, a go to sleep. I'm more than okay with that ending the match. He caught a kick. Gosh, that was awesome. My God. Phoenix just didn't, the endurance, man. It's the endurance. The endurance won Punk the match. Punk, and you gotta think, Phoenix has been going at a breakneck pace since Combat League's debut. Wow. No, I'm okay with it because, like, look, think about all the matches Phoenix has put himself through. Think about all the things Phoenix has done. Punk told him he needed to focus. He needed to commit to this match. He needed to rest. And man, Punk was right. Phoenix paying for it. And I mean, really, to me, that power driver on the outside, that's where it all started. But my goodness, what a performance. What a contest! Phoenix has nothing to be ashamed of, but congrats to our new Combat League World Champion, CM Punk. Spectrum, go ahead and talk your shit, boy. Talk your shit. You just had a hell of a match, bro. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. What an opener. And now our next match about to go underway. I wanted to do this one early. I really wanted to have this later on in the show, but I just kept saying, like, nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Let's do it early. Let's do it early. Let's do this shit up. Here we go, our next match of the night. Let me get his theme song going. Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin, has put his career on the line. He's called Jericho a leech. That Jericho's a parasite, and it is up to him to remove Jericho from Combat League. And man, look at Ospreay, man. You heard him in that. We heard he's supposed to have that head-to-head. Oh, wow. Supposed to have that head-to-head with Chris Jericho at Countdown just a few days ago. Jericho not there, and Ospreay using that as an example of how Jericho uses people, how Jericho doesn't really care about this business. And Ospreay does not want Jericho in Combat League. Jericho does not appreciate Ospreay embarrassing him and quote-unquote ruining his debut. And now tonight, not a title match, but man, I don't know. You could argue this just as important, because if Ospreay does lose, he is gone from Combat League forever. And this guy, man, look at him. Look at him. He thinks that he's just, this guy, oh, these people love me! And the crowd booing. The reign of terror is over. This guy's so full of himself. And I mean, Ospreay right on the money there. Damn it. YouTube really being a hater tonight. I like it. And not a fan in this arena supporting Jericho, but if he in his mind, they're here to see him. Look at him. Enough of this. This guy's a clown. And then here we go. This is going to be a very peculiar match. And Jericho starting with a clothesline. And look at Jericho. Oh, wow, Jericho really lion saw it and actually got it. Jericho might have it early pin. No way. He just caught Ospreay by surprise. Ospreay out of 2. And look how aggressive Jericho is. Said he's going to end Ospreay's career tonight. But Ospreay big knife edge chops. Ospreay just like that back into it. Gotta love the heart of Ospreay. Brainbuster. And again, man, there is no slowing down for these two. Jericho trying to catch him with the surprise that Zaguri. Ospreay saw it coming. And now leg trapped. Wait, Jericho counter. Small package. Jericho again. And you gotta give it to Jericho. That's, oh, wow, Ospreay reversing it. Let's say Jericho is looking to end it. He's looking to end it as soon as he can because he wants the. I think ending Ospreay's career, man. That's a big cap for Jericho. We will never hear the end of it as Ospreay tries for a knife edge chop and Jericho fires with one of his own. Now Jericho takes the back German suplex. Man, I'm sad. It's the end of an era, dude. It's the end of an era. But Phoenix, man, that's our guy. He is a certified main eventer in Combat League. No questions asked. Ospreay, another fisherman suplex, this time getting it. And he couldn't keep the bridge, but that's okay because Ospreay staying on the attack. And Jericho, right now in this stage of the match, no answer as Ospreay kicks the spine. Wait, Jericho back up, clotheslining. Ospreay, a second clothesline. Jericho catches Ospreay and trips him up. And again, that's where you got to give him up, man. Jericho's been around this business for decades. And that you see that veteran ring savvy showing up in this match. Elbow from Jericho. Getting out of that corner. Jericho takes the back of Ospreay. Ospreay on the shoulders of Jericho. What has he got planned? Oh, counter from Ospreay. And again, already crowned a new Combat League World Champion to start things off tonight. Let's get predictions going. I'm so sorry, I forgot. And Ospreay, I don't know, man. So the signal this might be the end. And nope, more chops. Uppercut. Jericho hits the turnbuckle, comes back though, and Ospreay locks up in oh wow! I didn't say they were locked up in a collar elbow. They are locked up again. And these two just jockeying for position. Ospreay able to get an Irish whip. Nope. Jericho with the reversal. Oh, Jericho trying to hit a knee. Ospreay knew he was what he had planned, and instead jams Jericho's head on that top turnbuckle. And oh, lifting Jericho. I know what's coming next. It's time for some Chicken Endos. Kicking Jericho right in the forehead, man, and that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Ospreay takes the back of Jericho. Jericho now on the shoulders of Ospreay, and Ospreay, oh, Thunder Bomb! Goodness! Pinfall from Ospreay. Jericho's dreams of ending Ospreay's career in Combat League might be dashed, but I was gonna say, Jericho instead kick it out. Another Irish whip, and oh, wait a minute, Jericho! Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the line tamer instead. I don't know, questionable kick there. Very questionable kick from Jericho, who now on the apron. Oh, wow! Rolls in with the flipping senton, now has a pinfall. But Ospreay out at one. No. Well, you should. If you want, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I don't know, man. I'm not set. The match is still going. I'm believing in Ospreay. I'm believing in Ospreay. And Jericho up on the shoulder, has Ospreay up on the shoulders. Oh, man. Ospreay hits that top turnbuckle. And Jericho trying to go for a boot, but no, Ospreay trips him up. I mean, double underhooks from Jericho. What's he got planned here? Oh, wait, Ospreay counter. Oh, well, turns him inside out, clothesline. I think Xia Brookside's pretty good. I like her. Yes, sir. Harris, have you played 2K26 yet? Oh, wow, and now these two just chopping the hell out of each other. But Jericho changes it up, right hand. Ospreay with one of his own and another chop. Jericho with an open palm strike right across the chest. Ospreay knife edge chop. And Ospreay fires back with one. These two going back and forth. So yeah, this game has AI tendencies now. So different styles have different ways they do moves and different ways they do sequences. And you can edit that stuff too. I did not do any editing. Oh, and these two hockey fight! Hockey fight in the ring here! Almost like a stalemate. Jericho codebreaker! God! Breaks away! Hits a codebreaker! And this might be it for Ospreay! Two! Is Ospreay gone? Shoulder up! It was that close. That close. Ospreay was a hair away. And Jericho was trying to go for the Lion Tamer. The Walls of Jericho, whatever you want to call it. And Ospreay able to kick him off. Able to stay alive in this match. And a kick from Ospreay. Super kick. No, Jericho sees it coming. Kicks him in the midsection. Missile drop kick. Ospreay rolling out of the way. Ospreay poison Rana to Jericho. Just like that. What a match. Ospreay bloodied up. And a kick. But Jericho sees it swinging. Neck breaker. Jericho's still alive. Somehow Jericho top rope. Coming down with an elbow. Matches are cooking, dude. And Ospreay barely gets the shoulder up. Barely. And listen to this audience chant this as combat. Rallying behind Ospreay too. And Jericho, I think everyone tonight, we're seeing what Jericho, when Jericho tries. When Jericho commits, we know what he can do. Oh, hidden blade from Ospreay. Jericho rocked. He hit him with the hidden blade out of nowhere. And I think he's going to go for a second one. I think he's going to go for a second one. Jericho. Oh, Jericho eats it. That might be it. Ospreay might have done it too. 3. He has beat Jericho. Ospreay's not going anywhere. What a match. Well, we have a new world. You've missed 2 matches. Well, you really missed 1 match because you saw this. We have a new Combat League World Champion. We started with CM Punk versus Rey Fenix. CM Punk won. My God. This match was so good. The damn surprise hidden blade, like literally misses a move and then just rocks Jericho. The second hidden blade wasn't even needed, but he did it anyway. What a match. Woo! Show's firing off, boy. What a match. Is the next match 2K25? Yes, it is. All right, let me get 2K25 loaded up, folks. And I might just do this as a standard single. No, we'll do it on the universe. Who gives a fuck? Oh, man. My throat is already raspy. Ospreay stays. New Combat League World Champion. But now we're going to figure out the fate of the Bullet Club. But before we get there, before that happens, let me switch over real quick. I got to read this. Pull this down. Something I got to read. Got to do some reading. So, folks, for those of you, you see the cage suspended. Wait, I'm sorry. Folks, we have already crowned a Combat League World Champion. Congratulations to CM Punk. And later on in our broadcast, one woman will make history by unifying the Journey and Combat League World Championships to become the first ever Combat League World Singles Champion. And the camera then cuts to Ruca and Beth Phoenix, who before this show started, earlier in the night, they had to hand over their titles to the Combat League referee officiating this match. And as you guys can see there, Ruca and Beth already relinquishing their championships. But only one will leave as the first ever Combat League World Singles Champion. I'm going to ask you guys right now in chat, who is going to make history? Who will win that match? Will it be Beth Phoenix or will it be Ruca? Very curious to see what you guys are looking forward to. Oh shit, my boy's drinking tonight. Okay, DS Gaming. If I had a little alcohol, I would have joined you on that. That's a very intriguing game. Okay, Iron Tiger. We got some souls. We got some Beths. Man, I gotta go with I gotta go with the Surf Goddess. I love you, Lion Cub. I'm already rooting for FTR later tonight. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Don't tell Katana I said that. I'm already rooting for FTR. I'm rooting for Ruca in the championship match. Hey, for sure, Nova. Be good, bro. Always a pleasure seeing you, homie. Oop, why wouldn't it let me? What? No. Okay, we're good. Damn, dude, you want Aysen to betray Hook? I'm so used to the match card being ordered match. I'm not gonna lie, it's throwing me off. Yeah, man, there is the pay-per-views. I post the pay-per-view matches as they're announced, unless it's a title match. Title matches always go to the top. But when it comes to the pay-per-view, I actually kind of like sit down and I want to, okay, what makes the most sense? I wanted to start with the World Championship match because it's going to actually tie into a storyline. So I'm glad it paid off. It paid off. Punk, the right guy won for what I wanted to do. Oh, man, you're going to get your pancakes. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, big dog. We're going to make sure you get them. This is Myron Reed and Andrade. And we'll do that later. I know, that's not what I spoiled. I might, well, damn it, I might have. I'm not saying a word. Just watch. You guys just gonna have to listen. You guys just gonna have to listen. You just gonna have to listen. All right. So our next match of the night We're back on 2K25. Reminder, I did not make a unified arena for 2K25. So we're going just pretend we're at the unified building. Our next match. Haku Sakamoto said he was going to take the Bullet Club away from Juice Robinson. And this could be that moment. Congrats to Will Ospreay. Spectrum, you're on a streak here, boy. Oh, God, every time it cuts off. Yeah, it's really weird. It's weird to me. I agree. No, because I don't think he was in AEW when that game came out, was he? Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was. He might have been, dude. No, there's no way. Is there? I don't remember, dude. Alright, I gotta find... Whose theme song is this? Aysen Darkhan's. I gotta find Sakamoto's theme. It's this one. So another... What's broken about a guy that's not in WWE not being in the WWE game? I think we have seen in just 2 matches that the 2K26 gameplay is demonstrably the best it's ever been. Especially if you're a fan of sim shit. And Haku Sakamoto, man, I don't know, has been playing these mind games with... Juice made his debut in 2022. Damn, it does not feel like that. And that game came out in 2023, right? I don't know when the game came out, but he's not in the game. That's weird. I agree. Oh, and while Juice Robinson starting things off, I don't know, was that a neck breaker? I don't know what he hit Haku with, but Haku with the right hand to fight back. And now the two lock up. And Haku has been playing mind games with Juice ever since what he did to Jay White. Smashing Jay White's head against the steel chairs. No, Bullet Club officially ended at Wrestle Kingdom. Because, I mean, you know, there's Bullet Club Gold, but they don't really call themselves Bullet Club anymore. They are just straight up, they're the Bang Bang Gang. So I'm not even sure if we're calling them Bullet Club. Let me get that prediction back up for you, bub. Dude, I don't know. I'm really feeling some tacos tonight. Tacos sound really good. And these two, man, they're going after it. They're for sure going after it. No, I don't want to pin that. Don't pin that. Why is this pinned? I accidentally clicked that. Why am I banned from tacos? Oh, wow. Juice Robinson full Nelson suplex. And now goes for a pin. I mean, Robinson, he's been on emotion. He's been wrestling on emotion ever since Sakamoto just... I mean, what Sakamoto did at Genesis, disgusting. And Robinson stepping up for his friend. The guy who looked out for him and brought him into the Bullet Club fold. Gave him the blessing to bring Bullet Club stateside. Robinson dropping Haku across that top rope. Now Robinson top rope. And Sakamoto best friends with Jay White. And what he did to Jay White is Juice comes down with the crossbody. Haku originally best friends and tag team partners with Jay White. Jay White calling Saku his brother. But Saku turning his back, feeling like Jay White betrayed him when he came to Combat League. And Haku Sakamoto, what I don't think Haku realizes is he came to Combat League a little after. It wasn't like Jay White left him high and dry. There was interest in Sakamoto as well. But Sakamoto, he just felt like because Jay White left him, and I don't know, there's just a lot of contradictory things here because Sakamoto also said that he wanted a singles career. But I guess after he realized the singles career didn't pan out the way he thought it was going to, and look at him grabbing the hair of Juice, he blamed it on Jay. And so when he got to Combat League, he blamed Jay for all his failures, and they had that street fight. Had that street fight at Genesis, the Journey and Combat League Super Show. Sakamoto beating Jay White for the YouTube Championship that night. No, wait a minute. Kamaguay, Juice Robinson catches it and attacks the patella. And now these two just teeing off on each other. Nope, wait a minute. And that's the thing about Sakamoto, just drawing Juice Robinson in. Chop from Sakamoto, chop from Juice. Another chop, nope, Sakamoto blocks it. What do y'all think? Is Cody Saturn gonna break the curse? Damn, these two just like, and there we go, another hockey fight. Sour creams on wings is amazing. That's crazy shit. That's some unhinged talk, dude. You're crazy for even saying some shit like that. Oh, roundhouse kick. Man, that might have, I don't know, that might have knocked out Juice Robinson. Ozzer says no. Ozzer saying no, man. Ozzer, by the way, dude, it's a pleasure to have you a part of the Bad Guy Club. We see you hop in here a lot. You're one of the newer followers, man, and we're glad that you found this community. We're glad that you feel good enough to be here, that you like to hop in and keep up with us. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being part of the Bad Guy Club. What's up, bro? Glad to have you. Bad guy has bad taste because I don't like. Okay, show of hands. Who actually eats ranch on pizza? No, let's correct it. Who puts sour cream on wings? For real. Lion Cub, the bits, baby. Bringing those bits in. Love to see an axe kick from Robinson. Yeah, Punk tried to do that diving clothesline. I mean, I don't mind sour cream. You have to be real specific about what you're eating sour cream with. Like, what are we putting sour cream on? Oh, wow, Juice Robinson just beat Sakamoto. Okay. So, a couple of things I want to throw in this match. Sakamoto tries cheating. The referee gets knocked down. Sakamoto goes out to grab a chair. And he gets back in the ring, but as he gets back in the ring, Hana Kikuchi has grabbed the chair and she stops Haku from bringing it in. And he's arguing with Hana, but he doesn't notice that Muerte is on the apron. And Muerte leaps from the apron to the top rope and he takes out Sakamoto with a missile drop kick. And Juice lying in wait for Haku to get back to his feet. And Juice puts him out with the pump friction. Or is it the Pope friction? The Pope friction. And Robinson picking up the win. And Haku and Hana join Juice Robinson in the ring. Bullet Club, Dead or Alive, in full effect here in the arena. And they all hold the guns in the air. And they point them down at Haku and pull the triggers. Bullet Club is here to stay. So much for that, huh, Haku? is a bitch, and you just learned that firsthand tonight. And we're going back to 2K26 for our next match. It's Twitch TV title time, folks. Twitch TV title time. We're back. You guys get to see the new Twitch TV design, and I want your thoughts. It's not like a super complex design. The templates that they have in this year's game are so dope. I'm gonna leave the CAWs to guys like Skriz, or like guys like Blizz, who really know what they're doing. I don't know shit about the CAWs, but man, I could sit and create a belt all day and just play with like different embossing options. I wish you could make your own reliefs, dude. The way they look in the game, I wish you could do that with your custom images. Turn a custom image into an actual relief. That would be so chef's kiss. Oh, it actually kept the match. Wow. Okay, I'll see you. All right. We're going to get these predictions up. Blizzard, Skriz, good luck to you both. Juice Robinson, man, our mayor hasn't been here, but he's still alive, man. Prediction going live. Man, I wanted to make this a street fight, but no, I just want to have Cody, Saturn, and Big Show do their thing. This is going to be an intense singles match, though. I don't know, man. I don't know who I want this to go to. I like both these women, man. And Liv Morgan's boyfriend, Dominik Mysterio, he has a tough task ahead of him later tonight, competing in the unified combat. And, I mean, Liv. Oh, damn. Hey, somebody be Godfather Blizz's proxy. Somebody put some pancakes on the line on Godfather's behalf. And Liv, I mean, it was just 3 weeks ago, Liv ate that drop kick, that trash can assisted drop kick from Barry Barnes. But she was back, and she was angrier than ever. Oh, I gotta play Anna Adams' theme song. All right. This is the first look at the new Twitch TV title design, my friends. And it doesn't go through, it goes to the jacket. They haven't fixed the clipping. It's okay. And look at Anna Adams. She has found herself here in Combat League. Dangerous, manipulative. I mean, her and Barry Barnes too. I mean, just arrogant and cocky people, and it's no wonder why they're together. It looked better on Liv Morgan. Why does it look folded in? Anna Adams looks dope, dude. I ain't gonna lie, I like the CAW. Hey, did you see that girl that just signed with NXT who legit has... She looks exactly like Ann Adams. I was going to post a photo on Discord. Twitch TV Championship on the line. Man, and this one, I don't know. This one's going to be a fight. I don't know how much wrestling you're going to see after everything that's gone down between these two. Look at Liv. And Anna proudly holding that Twitch TV title. Yes, Lion Cub, that's her. That's her. Y'all need to look this girl up. The one, Rain Leverkusen, she looks like Ann Adams. It is so crazy. I don't know who I got on this. I don't know. Who y'all got? Someone throw some names at me. Oh, a spear from Ann Adams to start things off. My God, what a spear. Goodness. And now Liv back to her feet. They lock up and a chop from Liv. Hey, Mizzy has joined the Bad Guy Club as the newest member of the club to receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. Thank you for joining the baddest club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. Misses that second spear, and there's a kick from Liv. Wait, nope, catches the fist and kicks to the hamstring from Anna Adams, and oh, butter bomb from Anna! That early in the match! Just like that! And now Anna, look at her top rope. Anna is vicious. Liv Morgan is vicious, and now Anna, oh, shades of bearing bars, but Liv moving out of the way. Oh, and double stomps from Liv, and I mean, these two just dangerous athletes. We know what they can do. We know what they're about. We've seen what they've done to each other. And now title match here at pay-per-view. Liv Morgan in trouble, though. I don't know. I think she's still shaking the cobwebs off from that. Wow, look at Anna sliding outside and back in clothesline. Wow. Anna taking her game to another level. What up, Ballard? How you doing, bro? And look at the mounted hammer fists from Anna Adams. Oh, goodness, forearms to follow. Liv, no choice but to cover up. And I don't know if it was it a good decision for Liv to take this match with what just happened? I mean, yes, she got cleared by medical, but what kind of condition is she really in after everything that happened in that tag match? She kicks out at 2. Out at 2. And Adams in that corner, man. She's got Liv Morgan scouted. Nope, misses that time. Liv, big kick. Liv so far. Oh, eats a clothesline. No answer so far for Liv. Moonsault from Anna. And another spear from Anna Adams. This might just be Anna's ball game. This might be Anna's ball game. Frog splash from Anna is dominating. She is dominating this match, folks. Liv Morgan was not ready for this match at all. Liv kicks out at 2. Liv out at 2. I don't think Liv physically ready for this match. She got medically cleared, but what kind of condition? Oh, elbow from Liv. Liv right back. Liv trying to fight back, right hands. And Anna, look at look how much quicker Anna Adams is. Wait, Liv 3 amigos. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, I know Wild Harpy's gonna agree with me. No one, and I mean no one, did the 3 amigos like Eddie Guerrero. No one. He would do that shit so fast. He would literally, by the time he hit the canvas with the suplex, he would land on his side so that he could quickly pop right back up to his feet and hit it again. It was so clean. I don't know why everyone does it so slow, man. You gotta go back and see a Guerrero 3 amigos. 2 count from Anna Adams. Liv somehow fighting back. On Oblivion had a 2 count. Now Liv Morgan. Wait a minute, nope. Anna on her feet, chop blocks. What's up, Slight Burnt Toast? That's a new name. We got some new people in here. Burnt Toast, Ballard, what's up, guys? How you doing? I got a quick question for you guys. Does sour cream belong with chicken wings? That's just a yes or no question. I gotta know. Oh, wow, these two just rocking each other right hands. Big chop from Anna Adams. Chop back from Liv Morgan. Right hand from Liv. Right hand from Liv. Liv back in it. What's up? Who is this? Monroe, Leah Monroe, how you doing? Oh, spinning heel kick from Liv Morgan. Liv is back. Liv's alive. Liv's alive. I don't know who this is. Who is this, Slight Burnt? Oblivion again. Paco's 2, Lion Cub. Let's be fair. Liv is making a comeback. Liv, oh, I thought she was going to dive to the outside. Oh, shit. Oh, the suplex counters always throw me for a loop because I always think it's a brain buster. As soon as I see that, like, pivot, I'm like, oh, she's going to do a brain buster. Sour cream on everything is unhinged talk, dude. Unhinged. I do want to see one thing. Can you actually... You cannot wrap up. You have to watch a match to wrap it up. I don't know who that is. Okay, straight up. Measy sour cream with a ranch package is crazy. On wings, just ranch. You just do ranch on wings. You don't need anything else. You don't need sour cream. Sour cream on wings is insane. I told you guys way back when I worked with someone who would eat wings like that. That shit grossed me out. But like ranch would make her sick. Like the smell of ranch, she would like gag. And I'm like, you're literally eating sour cream. We don't want no goddamn sour cream in our wings. I'll do sour cream on a taco. Cold breaker from Liv Morgan. Barbecue is overrated. Get the hell out of here, dude. You're silly. Barbecue is overrated. What are you talking about? You haven't had good barbecue, dude. It's that simple. My God, dude. Liv now in overdrive. And Adam's in trouble. And Adam's in trouble, man. 3 amigos again on the outside. And Anna back in the ring. Liv right behind her. Anna hurt. Oh, wow. Right hand from Liv. But wait, no, Anna back in control. Irish whip. Oh, misses the knee in the corner. Irish whip from Liv Morgan. Liv, oh wow, misses the drop kick. Anna, there's that submission. She ended Julia with that submission. She ended Sakamoto. This might be, no, Liv breaks out. Liv out, right hand. Liv, fireman. Liv is digging deep. I thought Liv was in trouble in this match, and she's somehow still in it. Huh? What's she doing? She just break? She broken? Is this like a in perpetuity game? Like, what's going on? Chat? Is it cooked? Okay. I think she's gonna try to do the Oblivion on the ropes, but poor girl. Oh, honey. Wow, leg lariat from Anna Adams might have it here. No, Liv out of 2. Liv might be in trouble, folks. Also, I know what I said. I think Liv might be in trouble. And again, going for that submission. That's kind of been her MO in Combat League. She's won so many matches with that sub. Liv nowhere to go. Center of the ring. Anna wrenching back. Liv, look at Liv digging deep. Breaks the hold back to her feet. Liv is still alive. Liv Oblivion again! Can she get the pin? She's gotta make the pin here! 1, 2, Liv has got it! We have a new Twitch TV champion! Liv has won the Twitch. She did it. Oh, she fought through. She overcame the odds. She didn't give up. She did not give up. She kept fighting, and it paid off. And now we have two new champions tonight, folks. I agree, Riot. That's kind of right. All right, Riot and I are on the same page. Riot. We're right here. That is literally what I was about to get at. I was like, we've changed 2 titles, and Cody's title matches. That's the next title match about to come up. It ain't looking good for your boy, folks. It ain't looking good for your boy tonight, man. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no, the next title match is the tag match. Man, Liv Morgan. What a performance. That was a good match. Hell of a match. I'm a fan. The title looks good. Good job, Grizz. Good job, Grizz. Blizzard Grizz. Y'all my boys. Man, Grizz, I feel like other than Katana, you've probably been fucking around me with the longest. And Wild Harpy, you're right up there. You're like one of the most tenured dudes here. Oh, man. That shit hurt my stomach. God. Y'all have no idea. All right, I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to cut off. The game just flickered. Row. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So, folks, before we get to our next match, the camera pans over the unified combat cage, and it's looming over the ring, and there you see it, folks. That is the unified combat cage suspended over these 2 rings, and it is like an omen of violence for what's to come later tonight. It is Team Bret. Team Bret representing Team Bret, Bret Hart himself, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Adam Cole, Setanta, and Dominik Mysterio, and they are taking on the Alliance to end Bret Hart. That Alliance: Seth Rollins, Ilja Dragunov, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Barry Barnes. And with a lot at stake tonight, if Team Rollins wins, they get title matches. World Championship match for Seth Rollins. World Tag Team title matches for Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. YouTube Championship match for Barry Barnes. And a Commonwealth Championship match for Ilja Dragunov. And not only that, but Bret Hart must become Seth Rollins' manager. He steps down from role as Combat League president, and he is Bret Hart. He will be managing Seth Rollins. If Bret Hart wins, if Team Hart wins, the alliance is broken. They can no longer work together. And if they want title shots, if they want to be positioned prominently, they're going to have to work for it. Just like everyone else in the locker room. That's all Bret Hart wants. And earlier tonight, Seth Rollins and Bret Hart, they met with Combat League officials, and they had a coin toss. And this coin toss would not only determine who would have the team advantage in the unified combat, but the losing party in the coin flip has to reveal their first competitor in the unified combat cage. And we learned that Seth Rollins won his team the coin flip, and as a result, Team Rollins has the advantage, meaning the first wrestler to enter the combat cage after the opening 5-minute period will be a member of Rollins. They will have the advantage throughout this match, and that's just going to make it that much harder for Team Hart to win. Now that we know that Rollins has the team advantage, we're going to hear from Bret Hart. Take it away, Blizz. Blizz voted with Bret, and Blizz says, Bret, earlier tonight before the pay-per-view broadcast, Seth Rollins won the coin flip for his team. We now know that Rollins will have the team advantage. He'll have the number advantage, but now you must reveal who you're sitting in a unified combat first. And Bret nods. I believe in my team. I know we may not be the likeliest of allies. Hell, I know Max hates all of us. But I know there are so many issues for all of us to work out, so much tension for all of us to work out. But I've said it before. We've been brought together out of necessity. I'm not the type of man who has others fight his battles for him. I got us here, so I'm going to see this through. So with that said, I am entering unified combat first. And Seth, if you're the type of man, if you're the type of competitor that you say you are, you'll spend the first 5 minutes locked in hell with me. And Bret Hart marches off. Wow. Bret Hart, the first man to enter the unified combat cage. How about that? Let's go back to ringside. Combat League World Tag Team Championships on the line. Bret Hart immediately passes out as soon as the match starts. Y'all haters. Y'all haters. And it's time. Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't it do the... Oh, well. Tag team action about to get underway here, folks. I've not done any tag team matches on 2K26. Do they go? I'm hoping they don't take forever like they did last year. Because you can't wrap up a match unless you do the watch show. Why did they do that? At the end of the day, win or lose, they can't take first chance away from us. That's fair. And you guys have been a hell of a team, dude. Man, I'm okay with the lack of finishers if they are actually trying to end the match, which was my issue with last year's game. All right, these are the new Combat League World Tag Team Championships. And Hook and Aysen, these guys have been electric. Oh, hang on. No. We're going to restart this. We're restarting. No, we're restarting because there's a couple of things. You're right. I had the attire on. We're going to do this right. This is pay-per-view. You want the attire? You're the champ. You get the attire. We're hooking you up. Ain't going to do you like that. Plus, I don't think title match was on anyway. Except every time you edit it, it takes off the title match. Why does this game give me so many problems? I don't think it did it, dude. We'll see. I don't think it changed the attire. All right, we're gonna redo your entrance though. Aaliyah, you missed your debut. Oh, it did. Cool. Aysen Darkhan came to play tonight, y'all. You missed your debut. You debuted on Tuesday. Tuesday. You actually were in the Championship Crucibles in Iron Man. You, Io Sky, and oh my God, who was the third person? You, Io Sky, and Mercedes Moné all tied. So there's going to be something happening down the road to determine who's going to face the winner of Ruca and Beth Phoenix later. Look at your boy Aysen, man. He's dripped out. Man, this guy has found himself in Combat League. I'm happy for this guy. Very happy for this guy. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. World champion in his, kind of his rookie year in many ways. We have not done anything with Angel yet. We're going to get there, though. I really see him hanging out in the Commonwealth division. All right, who y'all got in this, man? Let's go FTR, baby. FTR. No, come on. I'm down. I am going to say that I know what you got. I'm going to spoil something. Hook and Aysen lose. They are not breaking up because I like these two as a tag team. Now, I might explore singles matches with the two of them, but they're close friends who still team up. But I think these guys are really good. I like where they are on the card. Tag team championships on the line. Hook and Aysen so far defending those titles against Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin at Genesis. I believe this is their second defense of those titles. And I cannot think of a more dangerous team to defend those belts against than FTR. They've won tag gold everywhere they've been. Now, in singles competition, Dax and Cash did lose to Hook and Aysen, but tag is an entirely different matter. We saw Cash Wheeler drop kicking the patella of Hook, and that's what we're talking about. Look at him. Look at Dax. Dax on the outside. These two work together so well. And now Cash outside on the apron. Wow, diving in with the shoulder tackle, slingshot. And that's what you have to look out for when it comes to a team like FTR. I mean, they are a well-oiled machine, but Hook with the counter forms. Hook back to his feet. And he's picking up Cash Wheeler. And Cash, however, Cash shoving Hook in that turnbuckle with a slap. And he just slapped the taste out of Hook's mouth and sends Hook right into the ring post. Man, trying to separate the shoulder. Hook fighting out, though. Hook fighting out of that corner. Hook. Oh, wrist lock takedown. Beautiful. But punch to the midsection. Just like that, Cash Wheeler back in it. Oh, small package. And Cash looking to steal a pinfall here early, but Hook out before the 1 count could even happen. And a tag, first tag of the match. And both men tagging, and it was Dax and Aysen who had that singles match some weeks ago, and Aysen picking up from where they left off. And this kid is exciting to watch. Look at the moonsault, the arch. Look at the height he got, that elevation. Aysen, man, this guy, what is he? He just leaps to the outside for what reason? He don't care. Aysen top rope. And Dax, no idea where Aysen is. Hurricane Rana from the top. But Dax back to his feet. Nope, Aysen saw, right hand from Dax. Russian leg sweep. DDT from Dax. And now a pinfall. And Dax, Aysen up. What a power bomb! Goodness, the impact on that one, man. Aysen might be in trouble here. And FTN, I think Dax knows it. Dax smells blood in the water, shoving Aysen to that turnbuckle and a German suplex to follow. And look at that, Aysen trying to seize his partner, and Dax instead quickly pinfall. Aysen out at 1. And Dax, wow, kicking Aysen away. Coming down, axe handle smash. No, Aysen punch right across the midsection. Irish whip. Elbow from Dax. And it was our first pay-per-view, Capital Combat. Aysen and Hook won those tag titles. They made it all the way to the end of that Lethal Lottery tournament. Opposite of Adam Cole, who was in our Unified Combat match tonight, and Karrion Kross. Wait a minute, look at this. Tag team offense from Dax and Cash. And Hook, hot tag made. Aysen, no choice. And oh, Cash Wheeler cutting Hook off. And Cash about to go after Aysen, but Hook back on the attack. Headbutt, though, from Cash Wheeler. Oh, wow, Hook tossing Cash into the turnbuckle, but Cash able to throw an elbow up. Saves himself, takes the back. Waistlock takedown from Cash Wheeler. And Hook just finding that turnbuckle, struggling to get back to his feet. And look at Cash. Cash in weight. Right hands. And a Hurricane Rana, and that's the thing. The athletic as hell is Cash Wheeler, man. And wait now. Hook back in control. And Hook's been in some wars. This is not unfamiliar territory for Hook. As he takes the waist. Wait, no, headlock. Headlock applied. FTR is looking great in this tag match. But you cannot discount Hook and Aysen. They look great. Both teams, I mean, almost even. This might be the difference maker, though. Lariat from Aysen. Oh, wow, and I think Aysen was trying to tag Hook back in, but Dash able to break that up and sends Aysen into the corner of Dax Harwood, and this is bad territory to be in. Bad works. Drop toe hold, elbow combination from Dax and Cash. And now Dax Harwood top rope, coming down, elbow drop right across the shoulder. Oh no, this is not a good sign. Well, 2 breakups left for the tag champs. FTR playing with the full 3, folks. I mean, Aysen counters Dragon Screw. They gotta stop trying to double team. And Dax might be in trouble. Wow, Aysen tagging in Hook. Aysen still alive. Oh, beautiful combination. Uppercut to the body. Oh, and wow, right hands to both sides. Just caving in his skull, it looked like. And oh, wow, now Hook on the attack. Is the crowd audio choppy? I think it might be the device that I'm playing the audio in. I had to bypass the audio. And it, wow, I didn't know you could do that. That was dope. Holy shit, what? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Aysen back up, fired up. And Dax asking for a reprieve, but getting none from Aysen. Pinfall. Wait, Dax counter. Oh, and kick out from Aysen. Oh, wait, sharpshooter from Dax Harwood. Dax, dig it in. Oh, and Aysen gets the rope break, and that's okay. Dax more than okay with that. Stomping on the lower back and coming down with the forearm. Oh, and Hook catches Dax on the top rope. Dax, I don't think Dax saw that coming. And how could you not? I mean, Hook sprinted over there to save his partner. But Aysen still motionless, and Dax able to tag in Cash before Aysen could tag in Hook. But wait, punches from Aysen getting away from Dax. I'm sorry, from Cash. Irish whip. Cash in the corner of Hook. And now Aysen on the apron. Aysen springboard misses. I don't know what Aysen was trying there, but it didn't pay off. Cash saw it. Wait a minute, Aysen elbow. Aysen fighting out. Aysen still alive. You cannot count this man out. Oh, and kick across the back. Gonna say, you cannot count this young man out. You just can't. I think it could have been definitely a blockbuster. Oh, exploder suplex! Cash almost hitting that turnbuckle. Up, Palmer, suplex from Cash Wheeler. And now Cash going to work on the shoulder and arm. Cash Aysen getting tossed back in the FTR's corner. Aysen fighting out. Aysen fighting for his life. Gets Cash Wheeler into the corner with hook. What a drop kick from Aysen. Aysen, man, this guy is fighting. He's fighting with everything on the line, doing everything to keep his titles. And top rope, what an elbow drop from Aysen Darkhan. And this could be it. Cash gets saved by Dax Harwood. That elbow drop was clean. Loved it. Hook now legal man. Tag champions in control. And again, double uppercuts to the body. Yes, one breakup from each. That is correct, Harpy. Harpy, who you got in this match, bro? Oh, I knew that was coming, dude. I love that. That suplex is so cold. Cash might be in trouble here. Hook and Darkhan, he calls them the young guys. And Cash out at 2. I don't know, Hook has no reason. I mean, Hook getting frustrated, but I wouldn't. I would focus a lariat from Hook. And Dax cannot get in there. Oh, Irish whip from Cash. And now Cash focusing on the body of Hook, and now choking Hook against that bottom turnbuckle. And now the freshman Dax Harwood tagged in. And Hook just a little bit slower now. And Dax sees that taking the back of Hook. Orm's trapped. Oh, Tiger suplex! Goodness! And at 1 count, referee was not in position there. And Dax knows that. And that's why he's staying on the attack. Referee was not in position for that pin. We could have I'm going to be unbiased. I'm not a fan of what FTR have done and how they've gotten this match, but I am going to call it like I see it. They could have had the titles right there. A Northern Light suplex from Hook. He's still in it. And now those clubbing blows right across the forehead. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job right. You can't tell me that pinfall was a little late. But you know what? It's not like FTR haven't taken shortcuts. Oh, match! What a show! Powerbomb! Sit out powerbomb from Dax Harwood! I'm a fan of FTR. I am, but I'm as your broadcast analyst, I'm gonna keep it professional and call it down the middle. Oh, and Darkhan was trying to go after Cash. Cash saw it coming. And Cash having to change plans courtesy of Darkhan. Oh, look at that knife edge chop. And no Hook. Wait a minute, Hook fighting out. Headbutt from Hook. And there's blood, but I don't know who got busted open, folks. Oh, Cash got busted open, belly-to-belly suplex. And I don't know if Darkhan's on the apron yet. Hook might be in this by himself. Lariat from Cash. Cash with a pinfall. And Hook got it 1. Has Darkhan gotten back? Yeah, Darkhan back on the apron. And that is okay for Cash Wheeler. Center of the ring power bombing Hook. And I don't know, I don't know. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking oh, wait a minute. I spoke too soon, folks. Forgive me. Wristlock takedown from Hook. And there's a front headlock. Hook bringing Dax Harwood back to his feet. And, oh, wow. Look at the leg trap. What a fisherman suplex. Elected to not go for the pin. I'm going to question that. I'm definitely going to question that. The why didn't he go for a pinfall? And look at Aysen. Aysen's going to have to do everything he can to get out of this corner. Schoolboy, but a rope break from Dax Harwood. Dax making the tag to Cash Wheeler. Oh, wow, look at Cash. Cash colliding with Aysen. Now Cash middle rope. Coming down with it looks like a forearm. Aysen dazed. Wait, Aysen reversing that Irish whip. Drop kick. No, Cash Wheeler saw it coming. Hurricane Rana from Cash. No way, we might have new tag champs. Aysen on it too. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, what is this? What a Ospreay powerbomb from FTR! Rate my order. A foot-long meatball sub and a bag of baked Lay's potato chips. And my wife got from where? Why on the outside? Why the sharpshooter on the outside? That's not gonna win you the match! Why would you even do something like that? Counter from Aysen. Aysen able to get out of that. I think Dax just wanted to hurt this young man. I think Dax still has a chip on his shoulder. We can't. That's the problem. You can't wrap this match up. Jesus, what a DDT. It blows. But you cannot. All katanas here. Jesus, facebuster on the outside. Cash said, get the fuck away from me, dog. Nope, never mind. And Dax telling Aysen to get back in the ring. I can't believe these two have only used, both teams only use one breakup each, right? Are you kidding me? Dragon screw from Aysen. Yeah, Aysen's gotten fucked up this match. I ain't nervous. Me nervous? No way. Jesus, he just put some stank on that one, folks. And Dax barely got out. Dax barely got out. Barely. Barely got out. I'm surprised Dax isn't bleeding yet as many times as he's taken that. Well, that might be it. That might be it. Come on, Cash. Cash, come on! Get in there! Oh, wow. Dax just used resiliency. Dax breaking out of a red rum! Oh, wow. No way. Small package pin. Dax might still in here. No. Dax. Now driver to hook. My God, just spiking. If Dax went for a pin there, dude, I don't know why he didn't. Didn't make much sense. And that's why. Sharpshooter. Aysen's going to have to break this up. Aysen is going to have to break this up. If Aysen cannot get in there, well, everyone has resiliency. That actually kind of well, never mind, because Suka tag in. That might fuck them up because Aysen just got in the ring. So if Cash, well, this might be it. I don't know. Shit. Go right into the turnbuckle, Cash Wheeler hurt. My God! Just explode our suplex. Wait, counter. Oh, rolling uppercut from Catch. Catch, another pinfall. And I was gonna say we have new tag champs, but Hook stowed her up. Oh, they're wanting to end this. Oh shit. Shatter Machine! FTR! Just hit the Shatter Machine! And Aysen! We have no tag team champs! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yeah, Ospreay caught it! Ospreay caught it, dude! He said a finish! He said a finish! We're playing their music! We're playing their music! Wow, what a tag match, though. Seriously, like, all jokes aside, that match was hot. Oh, man. Every title has changed hands so far. Have added another accolade to their storied career, and they are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Dude, I really love that match. Even if it was a little long, I don't care. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm pumped for the tag team matches in 2K26. I am gonna change settings. I do want them to end a little bit quicker, but I might have said AEW, I'm sorry. The new Combat League World Tag Team Champions. I think the tag division in Combat League is about to pop off, dude. What a, man, good shit. Awesome match. Oh man, the big rig. He called it. Ospreay called that shit, dude. Ospreay's the homie for that. He flat out said, he called his shot and it happened. Damn, dude. That was great. I need a cigarette. All right. What's next? Oh, God damn it. Poor dude. Poor dude. Oh, God. What do you mean? There were plenty of people rooting for... How many people booed when FTR won? All right. All right, our next match. Cody, Saturn, do you have a theme song? I don't know if I asked you that. Because our next match, it is Falls Count Anywhere. It is the YouTube Championship. Let's get it. All right, that's fine. We'll just play your in-game music. Oh, man. Dude, I don't know. I really like... You know what? I know I gave so much shit about Ringside Pass, but I think the matches are so good in this game. It's fun. I really enjoyed that match. I don't care. That, and I dreaded tag team matches in the last game. That was a blast. That match was so much fun to watch. Oops. He didn't come out yet. Folks, falls count anywhere for the YouTube Championship. Cody, Saturn, the YouTube curse might continue, folks. And man, but if Cody Saturn does this, though, if he beats the Big Show, Cole, it's dog shit, dude. Let's just call a spade a spade. It is absolute dog shit. I hate it. The gameplay, though, chef's kiss. Get those predictions in. It is our YouTube Championship match. No, Soul is co-main event. Okay, I don't even look at them. They're like there for like 5 seconds. I just didn't think anything about them. YouTube champion Cody Saturn. Man, I hope you understand the task you have at hand, young man. It is false count anywhere. And I love this kid. He's been great. He's got a lot of heart, but more guts than brains in this exam. And that's not me trying to disrespect you, Cody. This is a dangerous match with a dangerous man. And man, he said he's not nervous, but you have to think he is. I have Martin's theme song. Well, Sean Harris, DS Gaming, again, much love to everyone in this group. You guys are like my second family. I hope you guys all enjoy being here on these streams. Good luck to both of you. Cole K, welcome to our pay-per-view. You're more than welcome to join our eFed or Interactive Universe, Online Universe, whatever you want to call it. Always looking for new members. Big Show does not look like he's playing. What the hell? Y'all want to launch DS? You know what? I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Drew McIntyre's WrestleMania match, so he can eat that hot pepper, and I want a video of it. That's all I'm waiting for. YouTube Championship match. Big Show. Cody Saturn, it's false count anywhere. Saturn asked for this match. He beat Big Show by count out the first time. He won the YouTube Championship, beating Aleister Black. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yep. This is what's going to happen. Hey, Lion Cub, congrats. The new Combat League World Tag Team Champions, bro. How does it feel? Oh, wow, Cody. Cody, though, slingshot leg drop. Oh, and he slingshots him with a splash. Cody's not playing. Cody is not playing. Look at him. Cody's all over it. Cody, oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, never mind. I get double, never mind. And Cody with those swinging punches. Wow. No, never mind. Big Show overhead toss. Cody's fighting with a lot of heart here. But sometimes heart isn't enough. Slamming Cody Saturn's head to the canvas. Cody! Shit going to the outside. And remember, this is false count anywhere. It is all legal. And Cody, I think, realizing that. Cody looking under the ring. Cody, what is it? No way. No way. And I know what's in that bag. I shouldn't have to ask, but it's text of X. Cody listening to Adam Page here. He's seen a thing or two of those Texas death matches. They're just punching each other over the top of these thumbtacks. This is already insane. Oh my goodness. Big chops from the two. And I don't think you want to get in a punching exchange with Big Show clotheslining Cody into the thumbtacks. My God. My God. And Big Show getting, is this all they're going to do? Now Big Show's got tacks. My God, the whole ring's just littered. The whole ring is littered. Neck breaker run on the tacks. My God. This is a straight up death match. Light tube! Oh, he's got a 10 light tube, and Big Show knocks it out of his hands. And doing a small package on the tacks. Look at Show just dragging Saturn through those. Oh, Big Show again gets. Oh, there's too many tacks. This was not a good decision from either of these men. Wait, the leg's trapped? No way, no way. What is Cody Saturn doing? Oh, sit out powerbomb. Are you kidding me? Right on the tacks again. My God. And Show trying to pick some of those tacks out of his shoulder. Why did he do that? He did a code breaker on the. Oh no. Oh, he just breaks the light tube! And Show on it too! Oh my God, I don't think we were expecting this. No kidding, Hayes. No fucking kidding. Poison Rana! Oh my God, I mean, if you just look at the tacks covering Big Show right now, and Show again out at 2. No, just planted Cody Saturn DDT. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we might have slept on Cody Saturn. This guy came in and chose violence tonight, but I think Big Show's gonna snuff that violence out of him. And Big Show now looking under, he's got a damn trash can. He's got a trash can. He just throws it at Cody. Goodness. It's a Gary from Cody. No, Show catches the kick. My God. Oh, another light tube from Cody Saturn. My God. This is insane. This match is just crazy. Holy hell. Hurricane Rana. Big Show has tacks in his neck. Did y'all see that shit? Saturn person on the top. Neck breaker from Saturn. I think Saturn might have landed those thumbtacks again. Moonsault. Nope. Show got the knees up. Show got the knees up. Big Show does have a donk, doesn't he? Saturn sending Show to the outside. He learned some shit from Hangman, right? Right, you're a bad influence on this guy. I do not like Riot and DS Gaming hanging out. I don't like Adam Page and Cody Saturn. These guys are dangerous. And this is legal. A pinfall to the outside. And Show out at 2. Referee getting the fuck out of Cody Saturn's way, dude. Shit, Cody Saturn going to the top rope. My God. No, what has he got? Oh, just accidental smash. I thought he was going to do something nuts. And I think the world might have underestimated how dangerous Cody Saturn can be. Code breaker. Saturn! He's done it! It took light tubes! It took thumbtacks! But Cody Saturn has retained the YouTube Championship! This right here, that's all she wrote. Though I like how the tacks are gone in the replay. Woo! Look at the mess in that ring. Look at the tacks all over Saturn's body. Look at the glass. I mean, this was chaos. It was chaos, but somehow, some way, Cody Saturn, he proved the doubters wrong. He broke the curse. He has defeated Big Show. Impressive, man. Impressive. You did it. Mrs. Foley's baby boy has done it. I gotta start this match. Okay. Hopefully this means I can just go back. It does. Okay. Well, I mean, yes, after the you can't get a tiger bomb into some thumbtacks and come back. Actually, I do want to. No, yeah, they were both 90. I see it. He bullied Cody for too long. Cody snapped. Cody snapped. We are down to our last 4 matches, and we're back on 2K25 for the next match. This is the Commonwealth Finals, and I have no idea how this is going to go. I think it's a good storytelling device, right? Because now we know that, like, Big Show, you step up to the Big Show, he can't do anything. I mean, it is pay-per-view, so if you want to change your wrestler even, I'm open to that. Just DM me. What's up, Richard? All right, it is time to crown our first ever Commonwealth champion. Only YouTube champion to retain so far, and also the only champion to retain on this show. As a matter of fact, you are the only champion to retain on the show. The other matches are guaranteed new title holders, regardless of who wins. He broke the YouTube curse. It's a good story. How you liking the CAW suite in this game? And Myron Reed, man, he's turned a lot of heads here in Combat League. Defeated Will Ospreay in his debut. Cody Saturn, man, good deal. I'm actually proud of that dude. That would be correct, line. That would be correct. The match is half cooked. Absolutely. Give Oba hell first, Adam, then we drink. Yeah, man, Punk and Phoenix was awesome. Andrade says this is his destiny. Having a championship in Combat League is the only thing that matters to him. Oh, damn. Got faded on that. That tag match was good, dude. I'm up there with the tag match, too. And again, this is just a placeholder title until I can make a belt. And this is Commonwealth rules, 2 out of 3 falls. No, oh, you did. You did Miss Anna and Liv. It was a banger. Really good. And Andrade in control here so far. Hammerlock applied from Andrade. I was talking to my friend about making an evil clone of one of his CAWs, and I did it. That's dope. Waist lock from... Oh, wow. Pinfall. This could be the first fall here tonight. Andrade out it. Wait. Andrade counter. What up, Nova? Welcome in, bro. Man, my people are all here, dude. What we got, like, how y'all doing? Let's talk, man. First off, the show's been fire, right? I feel like the show's been fire. For those of you who are new to Combat League and are watching this, we got Richard in here. I think we had Cole. How y'all feeling about this content? You like it? You like what you're watching? I hope this match steals the show, man. I want my Commonwealth to pop. I want my Commonwealth title to be on 2K26 so bad because the matches are just that much cleaner to watch. Waist lock from Andrade. Oh, wait. Counter from Myron Reed. Headlock. Takeover. And very technical match. Very even so far. And you have to pace yourself in a contest like this. It is 2 out of 3 falls. Myron Reed springboard and with a leg drop to get back in the ring. And now Myron pinfall. And man, I think that was very well done on Myron's behalf. As Andrade kicks out of 1. Now Andrade on the apron, and Myron Reed, I don't think it's gonna looking to relent here. You got to keep in mind though, you want to be careful with the countouts. If this is if they do not get back in the ring in 5 seconds, we're gonna have to change this rule already. Jesus, what a suplex! My God, Andrade snapping Myron Reed. And Myron back in. Land from Andrade. And now Myron Reed Irish ripping those ropes. Andrade goes low and tilt roll backbreaker. Man, I'm eating the fuck out of this spice bag. What's in the spice bag? The Ozzer, it's a Commonwealth match. Matches you have to Put the action in the ring. This is wrestling. Really the Commonwealth division, and I'm calling it a division because I want to have a distinct feel. It is technical wrestling, high flying, your stiff, basically all your different styles mixed into one. No wrestling on the outside. The action's got to be done in the ring, and you got to have a decisive win, not one pinfall. You can't just steal a pinfall and win. You got to win 2. If you cheat, you lose. You get counted out, you lose the title. What an enziguri from Myron Reed. And that's a little payback from Combat Evolved. Well, I want him to do spots and shit outside. That's narrative. I'm explaining why it's 5 seconds narratively. Narratively, the idea is you want the wrestling to happen in the ring. It's the pure title, Richard. Thank you. Richard gets me. But I want you to be able to do dives and all the apron spots as well. I don't want to limit what you can do in the match. Wait, Myron kicked to the midsection. Only difference is the pure title was a single fall. This is 2 out of 3 falls. Myron Reed, back suplex, kips back up. Oh, and comes across with a leg drop. And I'm losing my voice. And now Myron stepping on the shoulder. And then Andrade now going to work on the knee. Very aggressive from Hot Fire. And Myron was going to set something up on the apron, but Andrade getting back to his... No kidding, man. Andrade moving to that turnbuckle. Myron having to change trajectory. Comes across with a chop, and now Myron charging at Andrade. Diving forearm. Oh, Uriah Connors. And there's that slingshot leg drop. On a springboard leg drop to follow. And Andrade so far, no answer. Paying for it. Scoop slam from Myron Reed, and I think Myron going to get on that top rope, position himself. Hey, nothing wrong with that. We used to call our... Well, it wasn't a hardcore title. In hindsight, I should have made it... What a cutter from the middle rope. We called it the Forged in Combat title. When Andrade out at 2. This is a lot slower pace than the other matches, but I like it for that reason. Another hammerlock there applied from Myron Reed, but Andrade uppercuts to the body, able to break that hold. And a wrist lock. Wait, Andrade, the DM! DM, he got it! I don't know how he got that DDT out of nowhere, but that might be it. That might be the first fall of the bag. Andrade 2, and oh, Myron Reed out! I don't know how Myron Reed does it. Myron Reed always surprises us. Wait a minute, Myron. Don't Slumdog Millionaire! Myron, first pinfall, and Andrade shoulder up. And you got to watch out for that spinning back elbow from Andrade. He hits it with such speed and precision. You never see it coming, but when it hits, you are out for the count. We saw it happen to Setanta. We saw it happen to Takeshita. And Myron Reed, how about him having to fight Tyson, Cruz, and Eddie Guerrero in this tournament? And now Andrade misses the moonsault, lands on his feet, comes back with one anyway. Andrade, middle rope. Myron Reed might want to be careful. Head scissors takeover from Andrade. Yeah, Uriah Connors is Fit's son. Oh, you're Regal's son. You're talking about Charlie Dempsey. My bad. Shoulder up for Myron Reed. Myron, however, back on his feet. Oh, Myron forearm taking Andrade on the second forearm. Oh, and a sling blade. Somehow, some way, Myron still alive, still after it. Scoop slam, no wait, Andrade lands on his feet. Andrade, inverted DDT. Wait, Myron Reed counters. Oh, he misses that though. What up, Elite Ones? I don't know what happened there. I think Andrade might have held onto the ropes a little too long, and that might have paid off, but now doesn't matter because Myron, cutter from the powerbomb position. Myron Reed loves that cutter, and he caught another one, and Myron first fall, no! Andrade out. And I think Myron going, spiking Andrade right on the canvas. We can do a press conference. And again, Andrade out at 2. Andrade drop kick, taking Myron Reed off his feet. And now, I don't know, Andrade going to the top. Myron Reed, I'm not sure if he's aware of where Andrade's at. No, he does. He sidesteps. And that's why they call it high risk. If it doesn't pay off, it hurts. You feel it. Inverted atomic drop from Myron. Myron double leg takedown. Oh, and splits the legs. Little wishbone there. Elbow from Andrade. Lord Myron Reed in. Doubles Myron over. And now Andrade as Myron. Wait, Myron Reed counter. Pinfall again. How is this not a rope break? And I thought Myron might have had it. But no, Andrade kicking out at 2. And as, just got that Enziguri laying out Andrade. Elbow from Andrade. Andrade has Myron doubled over. Myron though, right hands, trying to work out of this. We usually do cutter from Myron. We do a press conference on Discord. I should. I always leave that on. Destroyer from Myron Reed. And Andrade expertly rolls to the outside. Myron Reed though springing to the top rope. Andrade back in and just owns him from the top turnbuckle. Andrade apron. Oh, why did he try that? Misses that flipping senton. Myron has Andrade on the shoulders again. Another air raid crash. Pinfall, center of the ring. This might be first fall. And it is Myron Reed picking up the first fall. And Myron staying on him. That's what you have to do to win this Commonwealth. And elbows from Andrade now. Irish whip. Andrade goes low. And I don't know what Andrade has planned here. Tilt roll backbreaker from Andrade. Man, Myron rocked. Myron might be in trouble here. And I think Andrade sees that. Andrade sees that. Back suplex! Wide on the apron. After the show, we do it on Discord, rather. Sorry. And now, I think Andrade going to take full advantage of that 5-second count out. Oh, wait. Myron counters. Arm drag. And Myron knows what's at stake. No, Andrade sends him to the steel steps. And he look at him telling the referee to count. Telling the referee to count. Andrade taking a win. Andrade just stole the second fall. And it was perfectly legal. That is what makes the Commonwealth matches intriguing. Andrade double underhook. Neckbreaker. Neckbreaker, Andrade might have it! Even though Myron Reed had the advantage! No! 2 count! Was it a 2? Oh, it was a 2. Man, the DM. I'm going for those doubles, the Meteora, but Myron Reed gets the boot up. Myron has the arm trapped. Oh, Gutbuster from Myron Reed. And Reed goes for a pin. Hey, this is anybody's game. And Andrade out at 2. And look at Myron. Myron, though, he's got to end this. He knows he's got to end this. Myron. Ropes. Comes back with the hot fire. Cutter. That's why we have a new champ! Myron Reed, our new Commonwealth champion! No! Shoulder up from Andrade! What a match! This is Dimes. This is my new favorite match of the night. Myron. That's it! Air raid crash! Myron Reed has done it! We have our first Commonwealth champion! And Andrade, man, you gotta give him credit. He had winning the Commonwealth Cup. That match was great. I loved Andrade taking that count-out win. And I mean, you could just these two. It was a chess match, and I thought it was in right there. Myron Reed almost getting counted out for a second time, and Andrade immediately trying to take him out, but a shoulder up. You really just can't play the song.
Here is your winner,
and Myron Reed, man, he's earned this. He has earned this. Myron's the GOAT. Let me go back to 2K26. Make sure it saved my match settings. Myron undefeated, dude. Myron undefeated. All right, before we get to our next match, I want to make sure the matches work first. Oh, wow, it saved it. Cool. I can work with that. That's good with me. Okay. Damn, that match is going to be fucking nuts. I can't wait to see that. The camera cuts backstage to Annika Hex, who is standing with Seth Rollins, Barry Barnes, Ilja Dragunov, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. And Annika says, Seth, earlier tonight we heard Bret Hart announce his intention of being the man to enter unified combat first for his team. Bret levied out a challenge for you to do the same. And now that Bret has revealed his game plan, how do you respond? And Seth says, for someone that people call one of the greatest of all time, he's pretty damn dumb. You're entering unified combat first, Bret? There won't be anything left of you by the time unified combat actually starts. Me in the unified cage first? Oh, Bret, you idiot. I'm playing the long game. A match like this is about having a good game plan, and we have a damn good game plan. Which is why you're starting things for us, Barry. And Barry Barnes looks completely stunned. What? And Rollins says, just think, Barry. Think of every single time Bret Hart held you back. Think about Capital Combat, Bret. Or think about Capital Combat, Barry. Bret embarrassed you in front of the whole city of Indianapolis. And now you can make sure he gets what's owed to him. Think about the cage match and that damn sharpshooter he locked you in. Well, now he's locked in a cage with you. 5 minutes. Beat his ass. Make him pay for everything he's ever done to you. And don't forget, we have an ace up our sleeve. Something Bret and his team are never going to see coming. And this rah-rah speech from Seth, I mean, it's motivated Barry. Barry no longer shocked. Instead, he's right. This is his chance to get back at Bret Hart. And Annika chimes in, she says, excuse me, Seth, you just said an ace up your sleeve. What are you talking about? And Seth says, let's just say we aren't the only ones who have an issue with the way Bret Hart abuses us. A new era is coming to Combat League, Annika. Just watch. And the camera cuts backstage to another interview segment. We're at another interview set where Blizz Boda with the new Commonwealth champion Myron Reed, and Blizz, Myron, congratulations. You are the first Commonwealth champion. What a match out there. How do you feel? And before Myron can speak, Will Ospreay has approached. Congrats! I said it all along. You are the future of this business. And you got some new hardware, some new jewelry for all the work you've put in. And I finished my business with that piece of trash, Chris Jericho. And as far as I'm concerned, you and I, we need to run things back. And I can't think of a better way to run things back than in a Commonwealth rules match for that Commonwealth championship, if you will do me the honor of being your first challenger. And Myron Reed says, oh, first challenger? Bet that. All right, let's make it happen, Will. And the two slap fives. And folks, our main event for our next Combat Evolved event. Main event, Commonwealth Championship on the line. Will Ospreay against Myron Reed. It is Myron Reed, Will Ospreay 2. And we go to ringside for our next match. This is, man, I don't know. I'm really excited for this match. And look at the look of determination on Adam Page's face. Will wins, he's the Commonwealth champion. I don't know what you want me to say. And Adam Page said he had to have this match. He had to take on the biggest and baddest man in professional wrestling at this moment. And he said Oba Femi is that man. And after seeing Cody Saturn and what Cody Saturn did against Big Show, you got to believe Adam Page even more motivated. But this is a tall task. One wrestler's got to have all the belts to be the belt collector. Oh, man. This is going to be dope. This is going to be dope. This is a meat match, folks. And the last time we saw Oba Femi. Yeah, but to be the belt collector, it has to be one wrestler with multiple belts, not one user. To get the distinction of belt collector in Discord. Well, he's got like 1 million wrestlers. He got legacied in on his picks. We weren't thinking of it. Sonya Deville did have what? Tag titles, trios titles, digital Valkyrie title. Man, Sonya was eaten. And then she lost them all in like the span of like 2 shows. It was really unfortunate. Who were the trios champions? Chyna, Sonya, who was champion with them? Oh, wow. These two face to face. Adam Page. Wow. Wow, I like this. This is very cinematic. And look at him backing away. Super kick from Adam Page. Adam fired up. Adam already fired up. Oh, right. Big right hand from Oba. And Adam backing Oba into the turnbuckle. Oh, kick from Mr. Femi. And a right hand. And now an Irish whip. And oh, no, cowboy. The hangman instead. Suplexing Oba Femi. Irish whip from Adam to Oba. And wow, what a spine buster. Man, Adam is on fire. Oba out at 2. And a clothesline from Adam Page, and you gotta believe that Cody Saturn, I mean, seeing what Cody Saturn did, that tenacity, that's rubbed off on Adam Page, who is wasting no time, taking the fight to Oba, coming down with the clothesline from the top. And this is, I mean, I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone bring it to Oba Femi like this so early. Just all fits from the very jump. And Adam, wait a minute, German suplex. Oh, what a clothesline from Page. Oh, and Oba saw that one coming. Oba moving out of the way, and I think it is... Oh, never mind. Adam Page said, fuck that. I'm not done. Well, nope. Oba said, I'm not done. Oh, and look at that clubbing blow to the back of the neck from Oba. But Oba not getting up. That has me worried. I think Oba might have hurt himself. I think Oba... I don't think he was expecting this kind of offense from Adam Page, who's back in belly-to-belly suplex. Page, middle rope, kicks Oba away. And I don't think Oba's really had any chance to get started in this match. Oh, I was going to say going for that discus clothesline, but now Oba has him up. And what a massive scoop slam. And now he just pulls Adam Page in and just launches him. And now the ruler in control, finally able to find his groove, getting that flow state. But no, Page blocking the belly to belly. And wait, Page, Deadeye gets it. And oh, the attitude. Man, I would have never thought. Oh, and Oba catches the kick. And And a boot from... Why is it that Adam... Never mind. Military play. Wow, Adam. Dude, Adam is just countering everything. This is crazy. What? 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 Adam Page able to get a pin. Just counter into a sunset flip. And Adam Page has beat the ruler. Wow. This was the worst match of the pay-per-view, by far. It was so one-sided. What happened? Seriously, someone fill me in. Let's look at the... I want to look at something. Same overall. They had the exact same overall, same reversal rate, everything. What was it that Adam? Why was Adam Page supposed? Why was he able to just go apeshit on him like that? Well, folks, I don't know. We might have a new Ray Phoenix on our hands. Adam Page might be someone to worry about. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that might have something to do with it, Skriz. What a win, though, for Matt. That was a big win, man. Spectrum was on a high. But all right, folks, it is time for our co-main event. Getting those predictions up now. Title unification time. Combat League World Singles Championship up for grabs. I guess the World Singles Championship isn't on the line. Yeah, they didn't. I guess, why didn't they put my vacated title on the line in this match? Weird. Alright, well, we'll show it off at the end. Oh, yeah, well, Ozer, DM me. Tell me what you want to do with Oba now. And Beth Phoenix, man, looks more focused than I've ever seen her. Look at her. I don't know why this is her entrance, but I didn't have time to change it. For some reason, I can't put a vacated title up for grabs, so we'll just crown. I'll show you the title after the match is over. This match should be good. No points on Ruca. Come on. This is a world championship match. Don't be no little bitches. Lion Cub, Katana, good luck to both of you. And in the crowd, we do see Io Sky, Blake Monroe, and Mercedes Moné. They are in separate areas of they're in different areas of the front row. watching this match. And that's what's really waiting for the winner of this, because we got to figure out the title picture with Mercedes and Io and Blake. And there's a super kick there from Ruca, follows up with a drop kick to the spinal cord. Look at that. Oh, moonsault, but no, Beth Phoenix gets the knees up. And right hands from Beth, kick to the midsection, big chop. And now Beth just launches Sol across the ring. And mocking, well, not mocking, but taunting Ruca, showing her that strength. And spinning back kick to the midsection, making Beth Phoenix pay for that ego there. Now takes the waist of Beth Phoenix and, slams her face first to the canvas, pulls the ankle pick. Running knee from Sol. Middle rope. Sol with the missile drop kick. Standing moonsault, Beth Phoenix moving out of the way. Very nice. Clothesline from Beth. Running power slam from Beth. Pinfall, center of the ring. And Ruca out at 1. And Beth with a kick, and I think that just might have pissed off Ruca, who's firing away with right hands, but a chop from Beth Phoenix, overhand slap from Sol. Missile drop kick again from Sol. Sol is on it. Monkey flip. And now Sol on the apron. Springboarding. Misses the lariat. Beth saw it coming. This is the co-main event. Jawbreaker from Sol. Beth hitting the canvas hard, folks. Scoop slam from Sol. Sol picking Beth back up. Ruca, we saw her try to finish Toni Storm with that exact move. And that was a move that Beth really complimented Sol on. Said it was very innovative, a little bit different from what you see. And now Beth on the receiving end. Sol snatcher, no! Beth saw it coming! And I think Beth was going to try to go for a glam slam, but Sol able to counter out of it. Irish whip, though. And Beth just launching Sol into the post. Kick to the lower back from Sol to Phoenix. And Sol, I think, I was going to say another Sol snatcher. Instead, no, changes it up, cross body. Beth saw it coming, stepped back, and Sol just stalled, baiting Beth's counter, and was able to come back with a cross body. Our sponsor tonight, Project Hail Mary, live in theaters in IMAX this Friday. Ryan Gosling, fun little science fiction movie. If you the book is really good too. I've read the book. I've read it once. I thought I was gonna say twice, but I think I've read it twice. If you ever saw the movie The Martian with Matt Damon, the guy who wrote the Martian book also wrote Project Hail Mary. I prefer Project Hail Mary to The Martian, but The Martian's really good. Glam slam from Beth. And Sol out at 2. So basically the sun is... It's basically about to go supernova way faster than it should. And they find some kind of like proto-molecule of some sort that is causing this to happen. So they send this high school scientist, and they send this scientist because he knows enough about the science, but he's also unimportant enough that he's considered expendable. So he's basically on a I don't remember if he had people that he went with or if he went by himself. I think he went with people. I could be wrong though. But it's basically a one-way trip to study the sun, and whatever data he can find to explain what's happening and how to stop it, he sends it back to a station on Earth. That's all I'm going to tell you, because there's a really cool thing that happens, and I feel like if I told you that, it spoils it. He paid for extra wrestlers way back in the old Combat League, and I told people that anyone that like he volunteered to pay me. I didn't ask him to pay me. He asked if he paid me if he could play more wrestlers, and I said yes. And I always grandfathered that. I always honored that. I'm not gonna have a guy give me money and I don't take care of him. You for sure didn't pay. I wrote down the people who paid. It was Miller. My God, why would you want to pay for extra wrestlers? We're just getting started. So backing Beth into the ropes. Clothesline from Beth Phoenix. This match is cooking. This match is cooking. I mean, if you're being serious, we can work something out. Just DM me. Wow, going for a glam. It looked like a submission, but so with a counter. And now So Irish whip. No, Beth Phoenix counters. Wait, So rolling off the back. A handstand under the clothesline. Head scissors takeover. Drop kick from So. Damn, she tried that again. Stole. In trouble. Glam slam. And I was going to say Beth might have the champion. Beth might be the first ever World Singles champion. But So showed her up. Dude, Beth is fucking her up, though. My God, another glam slam. That's it. That's it. You're not surviving that. We got a new champ. Beth Phoenix holding it down. That's all she wrote. Our first ever Combat League World Singles Champion, Beth Phoenix. And what a match. No, this match was way more even. This match was way more even than Oba and Adam Page. That's not even accurate. And So just wasn't ready for Beth, man. That's all there is to it. Was that the one that busted her open? Dude, this whole YouTube stopping mid-play is frustrating. I don't know why it does it. So we have a World Singles Champion in Beth Phoenix. Great match. And Beth jacking jaws with Blake Monroe on the outside and Mercedes and Io just watching on. And she's got 3 women who are very interested in her title. Beth heads up the ramp. And folks, before we get to our main event, let's talk about our next pay-per-view. As a matter of fact, we don't even have to talk about it. Let's just play the footage. So a video package comes up and it says the Riot Royale returns this May. So our next pay-per-view, we will be doing 2 Riot Royale matches. They are 30-man and 30-woman. Falls count anywhere. Anything goes gauntlets. The 2 winners of these Riot Royale matches will go on to challenge the World Singles and World Champion at our biggest show of the year, which will be in July. I haven't really decided on what the name is. So yes, we're doing the Riot Royale coming back. We are doing that in May. Probably Double or Nothing weekend. Yeah, DM me, Katana. And the lights dim in the arena. And the spotlight hits the double cage. In the cage, lowers. Cage surrounding both of our rings here. And Dominik Mysterio steps out on stage. And man, this guy has I mean, look, this is a dangerous match and he knows it. And joining Dominik Mysterio on stage. Let me read Spectrum's message. And Setanta comes out. He's not in his normal mask. He's got a scarf, kind of like a bandana covering his mouth, his jaw. He's got his hair's exposed. He's got paint over his face. This guy is ready for a murder tonight, is what he's ready for. And Adam Page steps out on stage. And he joins Setanta and Dominik. He bumps fists with Setanta. And then looks at Dominik. And there's a little wariness between the two. But they do kind of begrudgingly bump fists. And MJF comes out next. And he isn't... No camaraderie from MJF for any of these guys. He comes out. He looks at the other three in disgust. And he just heads down the ramp already, heading to the cage, trying to keep his distance from his other three allies. And Bret Hart joins MJF, Adam Cole, Setanta, and Dominik Mysterio on stage. These five unlikely allies who have been brought together out of necessity, like Bret Hart mentioned earlier, they walk around the cage. And they're assessing every inch of this steel frame that surrounds both rings. And Bret, he wraps his hands around the chain link and he's rattling the cage, looking up at it. And he looks to his four teammates. Each man uncertain about such a fragile alliance, but all understanding what's at stake if they fell. And Bret gives a nod to the referee who opens the door to the cage, and Bret steps into the unified combat cage, looking at the ropes, again walking over to the cage and grabbing on it, and man, this is ominous. But then he looks to the stage. And Barry Barnes is the first to come out for his team. I'm gonna kick your ass, old man! Barnes just shouting already. I'm gonna kick your ass! And he's pacing around the ring. He's amped up. Oh, no way. No way! And Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, they come out and they do the old Undisputed Era, the old Undisputed Era symbol, the signal, directly mocking Adam Cole, who looks on from ringside. Let me get the prediction going. I'm just going to go Team Rollins, Team Hart. So folks, if this is your first time hearing one of these like narrative matches, I hope you like it. And then Ilja Dragunov joins the four on stage. And man, this guy is angry. Dangerous. Finally, this is the guy that I would be most worried about in this match. And finally, they are joined by Seth Rollins. And he gets in front of the group. He is the de facto leader. And he leads Barry Barnes and Ilja and O'Reilly and Roderick Strong to ringside. And they stand on the side of the unified combat cage opposite of MJF, Cole, Setanta, and Mysterio. And Rollins, he looks to his allies. And his music cuts off and he calls for a huddle. And we're going to go ahead and play. We got a little song for our show tonight. Hopefully it doesn't do that weird shit it's been doing. And the five men are huddled up. And Rollins specifically addressing Barry Barnes, and he says, when you get in there, think about all the shit that man put you through. And he's pointing at Bret. He tried to embarrass you. He tried to extinguish your love for the business. We take him out tonight, and we never have to deal with him again. In this, Barry. End this once and for all. And he slaps Barry Barnes, and Barnes is motivated. Barnes gets in the cage, he's chomping at the bit, and he's waiting for cannot wait for the referee to open this cage. And the second the referee does, Barnes marches in, getting in the same ring as Bret Hart, and he gets right in Hart's face. I've been waiting for this moment, asshole. I'm gonna beat your ass. And Bret just smirks and nods, and Bret says, okay, Barry, make your move. And Barry looks away from Bret, looking at his team. And then he gives a smirk, and he tries to ambush Bret with the sucker punch. But Bret, being the wily veteran he is, blocks the punch and rocks Barnes with a succession of right hands that cause Barnes to backpedal on the retreat. But Bret not letting him go. Bret grabbing Barry Barnes by the back of the head and drags him over to the cage, trying to make immediate use of this cage as a weapon, preparing to toss Barnes into the chain link fencing. But Barnes holds his hands out and he's able to block this attack. And there's a struggle between the two, with Bret trying to grate Barnes' face into the cage, but a back elbow from Barnes results in Bret relinquishing the hold, and he holds his nose and drops to a knee. And Barnes, how's that feel, old man? And Barnes is talking trash to Hart. You ruined my life. You tried ruining my career. I'm gonna make you pay. And he grabs Bret Hart by the hair and drags him back up to his feet. But Bret, however, surprises Barnes, and he pulls Barnes away from the cage, and he tosses Barnes over the ropes, sending Barnes toppling onto into the no man's land, that section between the two rings, and Barnes just kind of hitting both aprons, and Barnes using the ropes to get to his feet. And Bret walks over to Barnes and tries grabbing at him, but Barnes counters and he yanks Bret's head, dropping Bret's throat over the top rope, the rope hitting Bret across the windpipe. And Bret hits the canvas hard from this, and he's clutching at his throat, and Barnes patiently stalking from the no man's land, waiting for Bret to get back to his feet. And when Bret does, Barnes launches himself, slingshots himself onto the top rope and springboards in and catches Bret Hart with a missile drop kick. And Bret just topples to the canvas. And Seth, he is enthralled outside watching this. Barnes is in control, and Rollins shaking the cage as Barnes has Bret Hart trapped against the turnbuckle, and he's mounted on the rope, and he is just rocking Hart with right hand after right hand. Bret Hart, however, finds his way back into the fight, and he disrupts Barnes' punches with an inverted atomic drop, and this cuts Seth's enjoyment short. He's no longer enjoying what he's seeing, and instead backs away as Hart launches Barnes into the cage. Barnes hitting right in front of Seth. And when Barnes bounces back, Bret grabs him and tosses him into the chain link fence on the opposite side of the combat cage. And Seth, who again, just a minute earlier, he was enjoying this action. He was enjoying watching Barnes beat the hell out of Bret Hart. He's now frustrated as Bret Hart comes off the middle rope with an elbow right across the forehead of Barry Barnes. And our first blood has been spilled in this match. Bret Hart gets first blood, that forearm cutting Barnes open. And Bret just relentless. He's punching the cut. Bret showing why he's a vet. Just right hands to the cut now. And Barnes has blood all over his face, but Barnes changes the tide as he catches Bret with a low blow. And Bret doubles over. And Barnes takes this opportunity and he locks Bret Hart in a rear-facing headlock like a guillotine, and he just falls back into the cage, almost DDTing Bret Hart into the cage, and he does this over and over. And the timer sounds, and the 5-minute period has come to an end, and entering the cage from Team Rollins is Roderick Strong, and we now have 3-minute periods for all other entrants. And Roderick Strong, when he gets in the cage, Barnes tosses Hart right at him, and Strong rocks Hart, just crumples Hart to the canvas with a jumping knee, and Seth Rollins is out again. That's what I'm talking about! Rollins just shouting. This guy is losing his mind on the outside as Strong and Barnes alternate attacking Hart. And Hart, he is trying his best. He's trying his damnedest to fight back, but Barnes and Roderick are having none of it, and they eventually grab Hart, and they just repeatedly toss Hart into the cage, and Hart is busted open now. His blood on the chain link fence, blood dripping down his face onto his chest, and Strong and Barnes, they're like sharks, and the blood only motivates them to attack even more. And Hart tries to escape, rolling out of the first ring and through no man's land and crawling into the second ring, but this respite, it's not enough. It's not going to save him as Barnes grabs Bret's hair and lifts him back to his feet. And Barnes, he has Bret Hart's arms trapped behind him. He's got his arms pinned, and he's waiting for Strong. Get him, Strong! Knock his ass out! And Strong runs at Hart with the knee strike, but Hart is able to break free. He headbutts Barry Barnes to break the grapple, and he rolls out of the way, and Strong instead hits Barnes with that jumping knee, and Barnes spills through the ropes, hitting the no man's land area. And now Bret hitting Strong with right hand after right hand, but Barnes leaves no man's land, gets back in the ring, and goes after Bret Hart, clubbing blow from behind, dropping Bret Hart to a knee. And there's a sense of uneasiness on the side of Dominik, Setanta, Cole, and MJF as they watch Roderick and Barnes just beating on a bloody and battered Bret Hart. And even when Hart can manage a comeback, it's snuffed out by the two. But things are evened out because the 3-minute period has elapsed, and entering from Team Hart is Dominik Mysterio. And Dominik, he has a difference maker. He pulls out a bag from under the ring, and it is a chain. It is a steel chain, and Dominik wraps it around his fist, and he gets in the ring, and when he gets in the ring, he immediately lights Roderick Strong, hits Roderick Strong with the right hand, that chain link fence catching, that steel chain catching Roderick Strong right across the forehead, and Roderick Strong's cut open from the punch. Dominik then leaves the ring that Roderick Strong's in, and he goes in the second ring and he pulls Barnes off of Bret Hart, and they pick up right from where they left off in their previous cage match. But Barnes, he finds reprieve before Dominik can even use that steel chain. He gouges Mysterio's eyes. And Roderick Strong, he's in the ring now. He's in the same ring as Dominik and Bret and Barnes. And Barnes has wrestled the steel chain away from Dominik. And he has the chain wrapped around Dominik's throat. You tried to embarrass me 2 weeks ago. How's I feel now, Dom? He's pulling that chain. And Dominik just fighting for air. And Barnes just cranking back. And Rollins, yes, Barnes! Kill him! Kill him, Barnes! I mean, Rollins is losing his mind. And Barnes is vicious. I mean, this is the most aggressive I think we've ever seen Barnes. This is what unified combat does. It turns these men into animals. And Bret, he's able to make the save as he gouges at Barnes' eyes. But whatever comeback Hart is about to rally, it's cut short because Roderick Strong grabs him and throws him into the cage. And Bret hits the cage hard, and he's been in here for so long. He hits the cage, he just crumples to the canvas, and he's out. And this just leaves Dominik with Roderick and Barnes, and Rollins now walking over to where Bret's at. Bret laid out in the ring against the cage, and Seth Rollins on the outside gets in his face. Your time is over, Bret! This is our Combat League! Seth just shouting, and MJF has had enough. And he chases Seth away. Seth running to the other side of the cage, going back to his team. And in an uncharacteristic show of team spirit, MJF starts rallying the cage and shouting at Bret, "Get up, Bret! Get up, you bastard! Get up, you son of a bitch!" And Bret finds a second wind, and he gets to his feet. And he takes Roderick Strong down with a double leg, and he catapults Strong into the cage. And again, before Bret and Dominik can really find their footing, Team Rollins has sent in their third member because the 3 minutes has elapsed. And Kyle O'Reilly immediately gets in the ring, and he launches into a series of open palm strikes and kicks to Bret Hart. And these martial arts strikes, they are so fast for Bret. Bret doesn't know how to defend himself. He's never fought a guy like this before. He's not sure what to look out for. And it's a moot point anyway, because before Bret can even figure out how to defend himself, O'Reilly sweeps his legs out from under him. And O'Reilly then joins Strong and Barnes, and the three men have Dominik trapped against the cage in the other ring, with Strong raking Mysterio's face across the chain link fence, and Dominik joining Bret, joining Barnes, joining Roderick. They're all bloodied, and they let Dom go, and Dom is laid out across the canvas, and O'Reilly presses his boot against Dom, and he smothers his head not only against the canvas, but against the cage. And Bret Hart is back, and he has that chain, that steel chain that Dominik brought in, and he wraps it around O'Reilly's neck, and he pulls O'Reilly off of Dom. And Barnes and Roderick, they're on Hart like a pack of dogs. They send Hart crashing to the canvas. Roderick tosses Bret into the cage, and Barnes sends Bret Hart back down to the canvas with a super kick. And he moves over to Kyle O'Reilly and helps O'Reilly get back to his feet from Hart's previous attack. But Dominik now back to his feet, and he charges at Barnes, trying to take out Barnes. But O'Reilly and Strong, they catch Mysterio with tandem offense. And this tag team offense finalizes with O'Reilly sweeping Dom at the same time that Roderick floors him with a jumping knee. And Barnes is leaning against the turnbuckle. Man, he's beaten. He's just out. The blood still pouring from his forehead. He's trying to catch his breath. This match taking its toll on him. While O'Reilly and Strong, they look to Team Hart's side. They go to that ring, go to the door. They're waiting for the third member. And entering from Team Hart, Adam Cole. And Adam Cole gets in the ring. And O'Reilly and Strong, they look at each other, and they look at Cole. And things are tense as the three men stare at each other. But then O'Reilly and Strong smirk, and they throw up the Undisputed Era gesture. And Adam Cole smirks and nods at Rollins, and he too throws up the Undisputed gesture. And the fix is in, because the whole damn time Adam Cole has been working with Strong and O'Reilly. And Seth lets out a maniacal, yes! Yes, I told you! Or Aysen this whole time he's had you fooled! And this has been the goddamn plan all along. And that's why Seth so eagerly agreed to having this match. And the three then turn and face Bret Hart, who's laid out, leaning against the ropes. He's trying to recover, and it just, Adam, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch, Adam! He's trying to, but Bret trying to recover from the grueling pace of this match. And Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong launch into their attack of Bret Hart, except Adam Cole rocks Kyle O'Reilly with a super kick. And at the same time that Cole super kicks O'Reilly, Hart launches an attack at Strong, dropping him to the canvas with a snap suplex. And the moment Strong hits the canvas, Dominik Mysterio comes diving off the top rope with the frog splash right on Strong. And Adam Cole, he is in the second ring, and he's bringing the attack to Barry Barnes, while Seth Rollins on the outside. No! He lied to me! That son of a bitch lied! And he's looking at Ilja. You get in there, and you end that son of a bitch. End him, Ilja! And Ilja just nods, and the timer goes off, and Ilja gets in the ring. And this man is like a cold-blooded killer. He's in there and he's assessing, he's looking who to go after first. He's carrying out orders, and he charges at Adam Cole. And he wastes zero time taking Cole out with a torpedo Moscow. And Dominik, he gets in the same ring as Cole and Ilja, trying to go after Ilja, and Ilja drops Mysterio with a torpedo Moscow as well. And Ilja chases, he goes after Bret. Bret's still leaning against the ropes, and Ilja just stomping Hart over and over, and Hart is just a bloody stump at this point. He is just a bloody fixture on the canvas. He's covered in blood, and Ilja is violent. And Ilja just stomping on him over and over, and Ilja then goes back to the second ring, and he grabs Adam Cole, and he smashes Adam Cole's face against the combat cage. And meanwhile, in no man's land, Barry Barnes dumps Dominik Mysterio on that partition with the German suplex. And Bret Hart is still motionless on the canvas, taking by far the worst of the brutality from Unified Combat. And Ilja Dragunov, he's having the time of his life in this match. He is all over Adam Cole, who, despite only being in this match for 6 minutes, is bleeding. And Ilja Dragunov has Adam Cole's blood all over his chest, and Dragunov just indulging in these violent tendencies. Meanwhile, Mysterio's face is pinned against the cage, courtesy of Barry Barnes, while O'Reilly and Strong, they go right back, just like last time, they go right to Bret Hart's side of the cage, waiting for Hart's next entrant. The 3-minute period ends, and Setanta gets in the ring, and Setanta, he wastes no time. He runs at Strong and O'Reilly with tenacity, and they try to grab him and take him out with a double clothesline, but Setanta ducks, and he leaps to the top rope, quickly scaling up the combat cage, and then he just pushes off the cage, landing on O'Reilly and Strong. Ilja, who, has turned Adam Cole into pretty much a murder victim at this point, gets in the same ring with Setanta, O'Reilly, and Strong, and he tries to ambush an unsuspecting Setanta with the Torpedo Moscow, but Setanta sees it coming, and Ilja Torpedo Moscow's the cage instead, and just hits the canvas, no motion, no movement. Setanta's fired up, the crowd rallying behind him. And Barry Barnes, he has that steel chain that was brought in earlier, and he uses this opportunity. He cracks Setanta in the back of the head with it, and then leans over Setanta and starts choking him with the chain, just choking him out. And Barnes, before he can even relish this attack, Bret Hart comes back to his feet, stumbles over, and tackles Barnes to the canvas and begins firing away with right hand after right hand. But O'Reilly and Strong, they're on the attack. They pull Hart off, and they throw him right back into the cage, and Hart is exactly where he was at before. He's back down. He's a bloody mess. This dude has just gotten the worst of this by far. And Strong and O'Reilly then each grab an arm of Hart, because the 3-minute timer's over. And the final entrant from Team Rollins, Seth Rollins, he gets in the ring and he gets right in Hart's face. You asked for this, hitman! You stupid son of a bitch! And Hart he's groggy, but he manages to spit at Seth Rollins, and spit and blood covers Rollins' face, and Rollins just can't help but laugh as he wipes the blood and saliva from his face, and then he hits the ropes and he curb stomps Hart. I mean, a hellacious curb stomp. And O'Reilly and Strong, get that son of a bitch next! They grab Adam Cole. They're listening to Seth's instructions, and they do the same thing. They each grab an arm of Adam Cole, and Seth gets in his face. You think you can pull one over on me, you son of a bitch? Fuck you! And he just puts the middle finger right in Adam Cole's face, and Rollins slaps the hell out of Adam Cole, and then hits the ropes again, and stomps Adam Cole to the canvas. And Setanta and Dominik Mysterio, they're working in unison. They are attacking anyone in their sight. They're back to back, just throwing punches at anyone who comes at them. But with the full force of Team Rollins in play, Setanta and Dominik are routed as Barnes tosses Dominik into the cage again, while O'Reilly he mounts Setanta, and he's hitting Setanta with these hard close fist punches, and they are legal because this is unified combat, and these punches they're concussive blows, and Setanta is bloodied up. And Dominik, Setanta, Cole, and Hart, they're a beaten mess. And they're laid out across the two rings. And really, the difference between the four of them and car wreck victims, it is indistinguishable because this is just nasty. It's nasty. And there's only one man left from Team Hart. And Rollins, Dragunov, O'Reilly, and Strong, they group up on Bret Hart's side of the ring, and they wait. Open the door, ref! Come on, Max! Come on in! And the referee opens the door, and unified combat officially begins because MJF is the last entrant. But wait. MJF stands outside of the combat cage for what seems like an eternity. And he stares at that opening. He's staring at Rollins, and Rollins daring MJF to enter the cage. And after a period of hesitation, MJF walks up the ramp and heads backstage through the curtain. What? That son of a bitch, no! He turned his back! I can't believe this! He turned his back! And Rollins is just laughing. He's lost his mind in this ring. Beat their asses! He left! What a coward! Beat their asses! And he's instructing these guys as Barnes, Dragunov, and O'Reilly, they break off and they focus their attacks. Dragunov going after Adam Cole. Barnes choking Bret Hart. O'Reilly and Strong fighting Setanta and Mysterio, and Rollins he's wanting the crowd to sing his song. He's doing the damn, like he's conducting an orchestra. He's conducting a symphony of violence in this cage. Seth Rollins, completely losing his mind. I think everything that's happened, plus the unified combat, this has unlocked something in Rollins, and he's just in the center of the ring, just conducting the orchestra as the Team Hart gets the shit beat out of him. But the crowd loses their mind because MJF comes running back down the ramp, and he has an equalizer, a Singapore cane in his hand. And when he gets in the cage, he cracks Seth Rollins, who never saw him coming, right up on the back of the head. He then cracks Barnes with it, followed by O'Reilly and Strong, and Ilja eats cane after cane after cane. MJF has lost his mind. The damn Singapore cane snapping on Ilja Dragunov. MJF crazy. There's welts all on the back of Ilja Dragunov from the Singapore cane. And there is madness throughout this unified combat cage. There is blood covering the canvas. There's blood covering the cage. Of course, almost everyone is bloodied up. There's splinters of this Singapore cane all over the ring. Of course, the chain's still being used. Dominik getting choked out at one point. Setanta choking out Barnes at one point. And the chaos comes to a calm. Because in one ring, Hart, MJF, Setanta, Adam Cole, Dominik Mysterio, they all group up. In the other ring, Seth Rollins, get up, Barnes! Get up! And he's forcing, slapping Barnes, up! And he goes after O'Reilly, let's go! He's getting Ilja Dragunov motivated. And you have in one ring, you have Rollins, O'Reilly, Strong, Barnes, and Dragunov. In the other ring, you have Bret, Max, Setanta, Cole, and Dominik. And these 10 men charge at each other. And they get right in no man's land with all 5 just in a war, that no man's land section of the ring. And the crowd just losing their mind, chanting, "This is combat." And it's during this melee that takes place. Like, they leave everyone breaks away from the no man's land. They're all fighting in different areas, but it is during this moment that one of the more brutal spots happens when Bret Hart spikes Barry Barnes right in the no man's land area with a pile driver. But then Rollins super kicks Bret Hart, and Rollins kneels down beside the bloody Barnes. And I mean, Barnes just got pile drivered right in no man's land. You son of a bitch, get your ass up! Don't you dare ruin my moment! And Rollins stands up and eats a super kick from Adam Cole. And Dominik Mysterio, he's taken Kyle O'Reilly out with the 3 amigos. And the earlier violence from Ilja Dragunov has dissipated. And you want to talk about a brutal spot? Setanta has dropped Ilja Dragunov with a Superman punch. What does Setanta do next? He climbs up the cage. And then once he's at the top, he starts climbing across the top of the cage, the top portion, just like they're monkey bars. And when he's over Ilja Dragunov, he lets go and crashes down on Ilja Dragunov with a coup de grace. And the crowd just, holy shit at that. And Adam Cole, meanwhile, he's got that steel chain and he's choking Roderick Strong out. And Barry is bloody. He's a beaten mess. He hasn't moved since that pile driver. He's been in the match along with Bret Hart for the longest. And an angry and delusional Seth Rollins, he's trying to rally anyone. He goes over to Barnes, get up, Barnes. And then he goes over to Ilja Dragunov trying to pull it. Get up, don't you feel me? Get up right now. And he's yelling at no one in particular because everyone is out. Get up. And MJF sucker punches Seth Rollins, and MJ has a pair of brass knuckles wrapped around his fist, and Rollins is out cold. And Hart seizes the moment, and he locks in a sharpshooter on Seth Rollins. And MJF then grabs at Rollins' arms, and he locks in the salt of the earth. And Dominik and Setanta and Cole, they play guard, making sure no one stops this, but it's a moot point because O'Reilly, Strong, Dragunov, and Barnes, there is no offense. They can't offer any offense to speak of. And Rollins is yelling. He's yelling, no, never quit. You'll never make it. I quit. Ah! And he taps, and the match is over. And Bret Hart, Dominik Mysterio, Adam Cole, and Setanta and MJF have won unified combat. And the violence is over. I gotta keep playing the music, sorry guys. The violence is over. We're not done yet. We got a couple more pieces. The violence is over, and the battle has come to an end. And the cage lifts above the ring, and a worried Anna Adams runs out. And she just can't believe what's happening. Her hands into her mouth. And she gets in the ring and she looks at all the chaos. She's stepping over bodies, stepping over these weapons. And she leans down to check on Barry. And Barnes, and Bret Hart, he uses the ropes to get to his feet. And he stumbles over to Anna and Barnes and he kneels down. And he helps Anna pull Barry back to his feet. And he and Anna escort Barnes to the back. And Liv Morgan has joined Dominik in the ring. And she's checking on his cuts and his bruises. And the two leave the ring together. And Dominik gives Setanta a nod of respect. And Setanta, he's looking around at all this chaos. and he drops to a knee before stumbling to the ropes, exiting the ring, and makes his exit through the crowd. Or no, when he gets to the floor, he falls to his knees, and the referees then help Setanta backstage. Bret helped Barry, yes. And meanwhile, MJF and Adam Cole, they're the last two standing for their team, and they give each other a look, and they exchange words. I don't know, we have no idea what was said, but they both leave the ring. And this leaves Rollins with Ilja, O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. And keep in mind, it was Seth Rollins who quit, and he's pathetic, and he's stomping, you guys are so pathetic, you're all pathetic, and he just gets in Ilja Dragunov's face, no, failed me, but Dragunov not having any of it, he just shakes his head and leaves, and Rollins, screw you, Dragunov! And he looks at Roderick and Strong, screw all of you! And Strong and O'Reilly, they make their exit as well, and Rollins keeps going, I don't need any of you! You all failed me! And Rollins just drops his, I don't need you! Screw all of you! I will burn Combat League to the ground if I have to do it by myself! That's a promise! And Combat League, unified, goes off the air. And that is the end of our show. And then 3.5 hours. What a show it was. So for those of you who are new, whoa, Dominik wants a YouTube championship match. Ooh, kill him. So for those of you who have never experienced unified combat, those of you new to unified combat, what were your thoughts? Always curious to know what you're thinking. Oh, man. Second time you have done this to me. I know, man. I even told myself I want to do the Wicked and Divine ending. I wanted to do the Wicked and Divine ending again, I know. Originally, though, I am going to spoil a finish I had. Originally, Punk was going to turn heel. There was going to be a segment during the... If Punk beat Ray Phoenix, there was going to be a segment later on in the show where Punk is kind of upset about the play, about how no one's talking about how he beat Phoenix. No one's talking about it. And MJF was going to make a comment. He was going to be there, and he was going to make a comment about how sometimes there are things bigger than the championship, and this was going to cause Punk to come out and take out MJF, and that was going to help Rollins win, Team Rollins win the unified combat. But I like this a little bit more. I listened. I know that Barnes has been wanting, or Blizz has been wanting a Barry Barnes babyface turn. So I felt like that was more. I wanted to use this to kind of start that. So Team Hart winning sets up the babyface turn, I think, for Barry Barnes. So guys, how did we feel about the pay-per-view? Congratulations to CM Punk, our new Combat League World Champion. If you guys want to do a press conference, trash, worst pay-per-view ever. Damn, dude. If you guys want to do the press conference, we can do it. I don't know if I can do voice. I can listen, but I won't be able to talk. I'll type, though, for sure. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do a press conference on Discord. For those of you who are not in the Discord, if you would like to see this press conference play out, that is our Discord channel. That's where we'll be here in the next few minutes. Other than that, guys, I'm Bad Guy Maddox, Twitch's #1 bad guy. This was day one of my vacation, and what a hell of a show. Had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm going to update stuff now. I kind of want to just get straight to getting some food, do this press conference, and call it a night. So we'll see all the updates. All the results will be posted when I get back from vacation. I'm Bad Guy Maddox, Mr. Number One Bad Guy. You guys are the Bad Guy Club, the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. Remember to stay bad, because being bad's fun. Hope you guys had some fun tonight. See you on Discord.